Because I think it's funny that I would ask her a question, right? And anime has affected her so much to the point where she even says hi, like the girls in anime. So
give us an example.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Amy, are you hungry?
Hi.
So stuff. Welcome to JC&ED, everybody.
Hello.
Who the fuck are you?
Who's this new person?
You tell the camera.
Who's this invader? How the fuck has everybody been? Oh,
Those are just want to introduce who the fuck this is.
Everybody, this is Karen Villanueva, our lovely friend and awesome person that we've known for a very long time.
He's lying.
She's our first guest in our podcast. Wow. How does it feel to be on this broadcast?
Nerve-wracking.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah.
Because I've never done this before.
God damn it, stop putting me in.
Is it because you hate your voice?
Maybe when I hear it, yeah, I'll definitely be like, how can people stand me?
See, what do you think I hate you?
Is that why?
He's like, it's not my fault.
I understand.
It's your fault.
I understand you now. I understand you now.
I'm just kidding.
How's your day?
He's not joking.
How's your day going? How's your week? How's your month? And by month, I don't mean your menstrual cycle.
I was gonna say, it's your time of the month.
Damn.
Just checking.
Is it
How
running?
are you?
Just spotty.
Working.
Have you
Working.
You know what?
Not a lot. The usual.
The usual?
Yeah. Just haven't stopped working with this whole COVID thing.
What do you work?
It's in Madeira.
Madeira. Is that as far as you're gonna go?
I
Madeira
work in a
full-
food manufacturing company.
So you work on the streets.
How is that in the streets?
It's food from manufacturing.
You drive there. I mean, I'll give Ed the benefit of the doubt.
You sell your Krispy.
So it's you two against me or what?
No.
No, it's everybody's against me also.
He said streets, so I say you drive there. You use
Yeah,
the
I
streets.
do.
See?
I don't
Yeah.
use the streets. I use the freeway.
They
It's
should
not a
pay
street.
you for driving there for your commute every day.
Gosh, they should.
Right?
Yeah.
That's an argument you should bring up with your boss.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you know what? Listen here, mister. I swear to God, you better start. Brings his wallet up.
Like, here you go, here you go.
So no, you're depromoted. Give me my money back. I don't want to see that shit. Would you be more offended if they did that? If they didn't take your money, like, or they was like, no, put your clothes back on. Would you be more offended?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'd be way
It's
more
like, but
offended.
you.
It's like, what do you mean you don't? What?
So
it
you-
works every time.
What's another example?
Well, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you for inviting me.
There's a reason why we have you here, and
Why?
because today we're going to talk about hot, sexy porn, and we know that
Oh.
you're very experienced in this stuff. So.
I am.
No, I'm just
How do
kidding.
you know?
We're here to talk.
Videos.
Really?
I just gotta say. Just
What is
joking.
it? Nice.
No, we're actually here to talk about anime, and we
Okay.
know you like to read anime, you like to watch anime, you like to dream about it. Just fucking everything.
Anything.
And we're
Yeah.
about to.
You're just the definition of a weebo, so we're
What is a
glad-
weebo?
It's a wannabe Asian.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or Japanese culture, I should say.
Well, we're glad to have you, and welcome to our podcast.
Thank you.
And, I hope.
Well, he's excited. I'm not.
You're never excited
you
about
tell?
anything.
I know, you're the
Look
only
at your
one.
face.
I'm like, yeah, all right, let's go. Can we talk about porn yet? Goddamn.
He's like just
Well,
me.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
All right, Ed, how the fuck are you, man?
Still fucking hot. Nah, it's alright. It's alright.
I hope this podcast lasts long enough. So
It's getting cold.
You can just start saying, it's alright. It's not even cold. It's not gonna even be cold for you.
I was saying, winter.
No, when it starts getting
No,
cold,
not even. When it's winter, like it's fucking
comfy.
30 degree out there. It's like,
it's hot.
it's alright. He'll just say it's alright. Everything's
It's
alright.
mildly warm. I feel right.
It's mildly warm. God, you're fucking walking here.
Seriously.
It's because I'm fat.
It's not an excuse. It's a fact.
It's true.
It's true, Sandy. All right, let's kick it off.
How come you don't have a straw? You want to smoke?
Trying to save the environment, I guess.
That's
But
fine.
you still
Just
use
go.
plastic cups.
Just
I don't
good.
get it.
Which you can recycle. You can't recycle
We need
straws.
some excitement in this podcast.
You can't.
You can make jewelry.
Out of straws?
Yes.
Holy shit, teach me, because I don't know how.
You can make
Weave
a
it.
perfectly good
Weave.
cock ring with this. How dare you?
What the hell is a cock ring?
You don't know what? You serious?
I'm serious right now.
Goes around your dick, makes it a little more slow.
I don't have a dick. How the fuck would I know?
You can still learn about it.
Educate yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, anyways, back to anime.
Finally, can we get on?
Yes,
with this?
Yes,
Alright,
go.
get on topic.
No, I enjoy it. Go, continue.
Conquering.
Concrete. Okay, so for the listeners or the viewers, I call her Mirai because
That's her street name.
we met Japanese class. So her real name, her actual name, given name is Karen, but I call her Mirai. So just don't get confused. Don't act like, who the fuck is this other person named Mirai?
Someone interesting.
She's still the same person. You know that,
This
right?
a lot of shit talking. My bad.
Who was
Yeah.
But anyway, so just letting everybody know. Mirai. Okay, we'll start with you.
Who's that?
Start.
Who's that?
Some person in the room. The ghosts, the spirits.
Oh.
So if you get
Spirited away? Okay.
ghost fucked, you know who it is.
There we go. He got started already.
Be gone? Alright. The first time you watched anime.
2 or 3 fingers.
I would say the whole
I
fist.
mean, as a kid,
Yeah,
when I
you
didn't
can
know it
start.
was anime,
Start when you were a fetus and your mom was watching it. I don't give a fuck if you were in your dad's balls.
shit.
And he was watching
Maybe
it
I
as a
was
young
4 or
kid.
5 watching an anime called Candy. Candy.
Do you remember?
Old anime. I have all the episodes in my hard drive.
You do.
All of them. That and Heidi. It's the little girl from the Alps. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about
Is
it.
this from like the 80s or something?
The song that your
Or-
dad sings?
the-
Abuelito, dime.
Oh, really?
The one with the
Yes,
hat?
That's where the song
That
came
is
from?
where the song
no
is from.
shit. I didn't fucking know that.
I'm gonna fucking show you
My
the
dad
episodes.
would sing it and his helper would sing it
Dude,
all the fucking
I
time.
will show you the episodes where
Is that
that
the
comes
French
from.
chick?
It's an anime. It is a legit anime.
Right?
It's a
The
what?
French chick? Or
No.
whatever the fuck with a hat?
No, she's not French.
I'm thinking of a different fucking thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So that was maybe I'm not sure which one I saw first, but that's what my mom was showing me when I was a kid.
Was that an intro or
I mean, I don't know it was anime, but
you just watching it?
I was just
So I mean
watching
that,
it.
that part where they sing Abuelita,
Yeah.
or Abuelito, whatever it is.
Abuelito?
Yeah. So was it an intro or they would just?
Yeah,
sing it
no,
during
that was
show?
the intro.
Okay,
That was
so
the
it.
intro song. Yeah. And I would watch them in Spanish because this is what I was watching when I was in Mexico. So,
Beaner.
yay.
So it was in Spanish.
Yeah. Candy too.
Okay, so that was your first time like ever watching it.
Yeah, from what I remember, and then
So when did it continue?
it continued. I mean, as I progressed little by little, because then I started watching Dragon Ball Z, then Sailor Moon, and my parents didn't want to let me watch Dragon Ball Z
Why?
because it was too violent.
That was violent?
Them
Watch Sailor Moon.
Them staring at each other
Scary,
Yeah.
Screaming for like 5
On
episodes?
the next episode of.
on the next episode of Dragon
You know what? They
Ball
probably
Z.
thought they were coming the whole time, that's why.
I don't think so, but they would come and just turn the TV off and be like, "Go play it. Go play
It's
it."
too violent. They keep staring
Yeah,
at
yeah.
each other aggressively.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. That's.
Anyway, so you were saying?
Yeah, and then I stopped watching it for.
How old were you when you watched Dragon Ball Z and
I was a
Sailor Moon?
kid. I mean, I want to say maybe 7, 8.
what channel would you watch?
You know what? I don't
You don't
remember.
remember?
I just remember switching channels and then somehow finding it, and it would interest me. It's cartoons, so.
Yeah,
but then
like
my
any-
parents were always like, "Nope, you can't watch that one. Watch Sailor Moon."
So Sailor Moon was alright.
Yeah,
Is
to
this,
them.
is this Sailor Moon worse because it's an underage chick trying to go for an older guy?
Basically, and they were all wearing short skirts, and
and
you
they,
know.
they actually get naked when they
Yeah,
transform.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's better. Way better.
That's why you dress like a whore. It's not
That
your
is
fault,
why.
Oh.
Too bad you can't see me.
man. Just joking.
Say that for you. Anyways,
So you're
Yeah.
how old? You said?
7, 8,
7,
7, 8, and then I continued. I actually, man, which one did I watch next? But like to my point, I didn't know this was anime. I didn't know I was watching anime. To me, they were just plain cartoons. And then I want to say I stopped watching anime for some time. Yeah, for a long time, and it was reintroduced to me when I started college.
wait, why'd you take a break though?
Kind of
Life,
being a little.
That's what I'm
Life-
saying.
life,
just,
I guess.
It wasn't just
being
they
a
weren't
kid?
watching TV all the time.
that, and yeah, I guess you're not a kid anymore. You know, you kind of stop watching
Sorry, my ass is
cartoons at least.
So,
Yeah.
Mm.
So then back in college, then I went full on crazy with anime.
So who got you rebooted with the
The
anime?
guy I was dating at the time, he was like, "Hey, I saw this really cool cartoon in Cartoon Network. Give it a chance." And I was like, "Please, they're
I
cartoons."
guess it was on Toonami or Adult Swim?
Yeah, Adult Swim.
Adult Swim.
And I was like, "You're watching cartoons? What a kid! Like, give it a chance." No, until he basically forced me, and this was Bleach.
What convinced you?
Oh no, you should have stopped.
Well,
wasn't
he
it like-
would
you were
not
so-
stop annoying the shit out of me. He's like, "Come on, give it a chance, give it a chance, give it a chance." I was like, "Fine." And by then he had downloaded all the episodes that were available. So then I watched the first one and I was hooked. I was like, all right, let's watch the second one, third, fourth, and that's how it just
And this was
continued.
Bleach?
This was Bleach.
When you first watched it, how many episodes was there at the time? Because I know Bleach is a fucking long ass stupid show, like Naruto and shit.
Do you know when it was first released or no? The very
2000,
first
it was
season?
either around the same year as Naruto or
So around, like, 2002?
around there, 2006.
I was like, high
around
school. I remember it's
2006.
high
I thought
school.
it was early.
Because I remember,
It's high school.
no, it might be earlier. Yeah, it might have been maybe 2004, 2005 because,
Yeah, because I know they released in
'Cause-
Japan
yeah.
first, right?
yeah, I
And
was
then
in
it
high
came
school when this was originally out, except
Yeah.
I never knew about
Right,
it in
so-
high school. So,
When you
Yeah.
first watched it, was it like the first episode, the very first?
yeah, I saw the very first
Oh,
episode.
did he download them?
Yeah, because he was a computer science engineer, so he was.
It doesn't take
He had
engineer
all the
to
good
download
He
it.
had
All the good animes, all the good porn,
Yeah.
all the best cum shots.
downloaded all the
What a
torrents.
lucky
Yeah.
fellow. Anyway. so you had all the seasons and you guys started from number
Well,
one.
not all of them. I don't remember when. I don't remember what point they were on, but yeah, I watched as many as I could, and then I would wait for them to be released. Yeah, hooked. And I was like, why didn't I watch this earlier?
You
Yeah.
started regretting it.
Yeah, I totally did.
Yeah.
And then from then, it just started watching other animes.
So from there you were just
I went full crazy anime.
anime all around, right?
Yep. Anime all around.
Interesting story.
Yeah.
So I know Bleach had a lot of fillers. So
Too many.
So what I'm saying for you is like, since you like anime now, but back then when you watched it and you weren't really into it, but you were getting into it, but you saw the fillers, what'd you think about those?
Okay, when I started watching fillers, I didn't know they were fillers.
You're like, what the fuck?
So
are they
I
doing?
thought they were just, I guess this is a side story.
Yeah.
So, as a good
Or-
fan that I was like, I'm not
Or
gonna
you
stop
waiting
watching
to be like
them.
maybe it still follows the
Yeah,
story.
yeah,
you just
yeah.
have to be
And it
patient.
didn't.
And
So
the
I
episode was just a
kept,
waste.
kept watching it. And watching,
It's not a
watching.
Shem Dong Ding Dong's movie where it connects out of nowhere. It's just some bullshit ass story. I remember, I watched Bleach when it first came. Well, not when it first came out. When out of high school.
Yeah,
I watched it and I was like, it's alright. I'll watch it. And then the fillers came out. Like, fuck this show.
yeah.
The fillers were.
Yeah,
to
the
me.
fillers were not very. There was only one filler I actually liked, and that was towards the end of the anime. And it was actually pretty decent. Where I was like, "This is interesting."
Some of them are funny. Like,
Yeah, but
I mean,
gosh.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I know that. And you kind of like, I just follow the.
Yeah, just can you get back to the original story, please?
Because the fillers for Bleach, the beginning ones was about that dude with the hand, right? With the arm.
The dude with the hand?
The arm. Didn't he have like a mechanical arm or some bullshit like that?
That's Full Metal Alchemist.
No, I'm talking about Bleach. There was a dude with long ass hair, and he had he had his eyes covered, and he had a fist for something. Because the main dude from Bleach, he went into the world.
Ichigo.
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
to the world,
Soul
and so one
Society.
of his friends stayed behind before he went to with him. He turned his hand to like a jet or some shit.
No, that wasn't filler. That was
Sure.
part of.
No. I mean, like there was one with him and some other chick.
Are you questioning me?
No, I'm asking because there was a side story with him and some other chick, like trying to know before he went with him to the other world. Where the fuck he went
Like
to?
a side boob.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm
Like
saying, that was the
yeah.
first fillers,
Well,
right?
they weren't fillers. I want to say some of those were actually in the manga. Because Tite would write like little mini side stories about Ichigo's siblings, the two sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, because that's the first time I saw this, like so-called fillers. I was like, "The fuck is this shit?"
Yeah.
Because I just wanted the main story to happen. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. Anyways, continue.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. Bleach is awesome to me.
Bleach assholes are better.
Oh my god.
Are they really? I feel like when you're like eating ass, you're just like, am I cleaning? What's going on here?
So you want to feel like you're cleaning.
I don't want
Not
it
just
to be
wiping
clean.
a- not
you're,
dish
You're
that's
eating
clean.
ass. You expect that shit to be dirty, a little bit of flavor, but like you're so hot.
Flavor?
time.
What kind of flavoring?
I don't know. It depends what you ate last night.
Okay, it makes sense in the way what you're saying.
I'm just joking.
No, what I'm saying, like, would you rather wash a dish that's already dirty or already clean, or
Right.
wash the actual
Like, you
dish
just
and see
ate
it get clean?
such a
Like,
good dish, right? You want to lick that shit clean, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to wash it. And I feel like when they do, I'm just joking.
Are you
like,
sure?
Like they actually use bleach for that shit. Come on,
They
man.
use a type of
Come on, man.
chemicals.
I was just fucking, I was just going to people's houses and just start doing it.
Fuck
All right, let's go. What was your fucking first time jacking off to hentai? I mean, what was your first
Whoa.
time? Sorry.
Dragging up to hentai was.
No. Fucking anime.
Oh.
I'm just joking.
I didn't know.
I know.
Alright, anyway.
Actual anime. That's it.
Well, the first anime I saw was Pokemon, if you want to consider that anime, because that introduced me to the comics of that, which turned me into maybe look into manga.
So Pokemon was your first.
Technically, it was. I knew about Dragon Ball, but I didn't watch
How'd
it.
you see it? Like you woke up in the morning or Saturday?
Actually, yeah, I remember that. I woke up. This is before they put it in Saturday. Yeah, I
So
woke
this
up.
is a weekday.
This was before school. I was going to elementary school, so I woke up at 5 in the morning to get ready for school, and it was on the show. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I watched it. It was a Squirtle episode.
Wait, with Blastoise?
No. The first
okay.
when he first it's a Squirtle Squad.
Oh.
When they put the fire in the little glasses. Yeah, whatever. It's like
Okay.
the couple of beginning of the episodes
Right.
or season. So I watched that one, and me and Jenny were like, "Oh, that's pretty cool," and I had to hurry the fuck out because I had to get ready to go to school. So I was like, "Oh shit!" And I went there, and I went to school, and I saw my friend Andrew. I was like, "Hey, I saw this show." I was like, "Dude, what's it about? Like some turtle thing?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that." So that's how we knew what the fuck we watched the same shit. That turned into Pokemon cards, and then it went to some other bullshit. But yeah, that was the first anime I saw. When I actually got into, because when I started looking at the comics and shit, it was all in Japanese. I don't know what the fuck it was saying, but I knew it was some kind of anime.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was called anime. I thought it was still a cartoon
Right.
at the time.
Yeah.
Of
You
course.
were like, it's just American
I'm
cartoon.
naive. Yeah. So that was my first time.
That was your first time?
Yeah.
Talk to a little
Aw.
anime cherry.
No.
You little high
was like,
Damn, that's a huge cherry. That's an apple.
How about you?
Let me see. For me, what was the dark time in my life? No, I'm just kidding. I think, I want to say it was Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball was more common though.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
Dragon Ball.
I think that's why.
Because my cousin Hera, he watched.
The show.
Yeah, I guess he would come over all the time to my
Yeah.
parents' house, and he would just turn on, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" And then slowly I'm like, "Man, what the fuck is this?" So unfortunately, yeah, Dragon Ball Z was my. He popped my anime cherry.
With
I say
Dragon Ball
unfortunately
Z.
because like when I was a kid, it was like that is the shit, that is awesome. But then like when we get a little older, you're like,
That's
I watched this. How many times did they just stare at each other
Yeah.
on the next episode? Just on the next episode.
And they still having
On the
fun.
next episode.
oh.
Oh, he's so powerful. I didn't know. On the next episode.
Yeah.
So yeah. So unfortunately, it's Dragon Ball Z for me. Thanks a lot.
Because especially at the time, a lot of the kids had drawings of Goku and Gohan
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah,
Vegeta,
that's-
Super Saiyan shit. That's why that's also a reason I started learning how to draw too, because of anime. Because my
Yeah.
cousin liked Dragon Ball and he would draw Dragon Ball characters, and so I tried to copy his style, but I actually had to look at the references. And also, it's funny because Dragon Ball actually led me to hentai.
Really?
But we'll talk about that later.
Bulma? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but
Bulma,
yeah,
Bulma and Master Roshi.
I would say, but like watching Dragon Ball Z was awesome. So I was kind of like, let's expand on this
Yeah.
genre.
Yeah.
So.
And you kept on going,
Yeah,
or
kept on going. Ever since then, I would just watch stuff, and then like from different cousins, I was like, "Well, which one's that one?" Or
Yeah.
he would be watching. I'm like, "All right, fuck yeah," try to watch it. So yeah, from there I was like, for damn sure, I was so cute. All right, favorite anime. I'm gonna start with you.
Top
Bleach.
what?
Guess
Top three.
first. Huh?
Bleach,
Bleach.
all the way.
I said favorite anime. No, I'm just kidding.
Not the worst anime, the favorite anime.
Okay, it's Bleach, but it's a fight.
Really? I did not know this.
It's a fight.
So
It's-
please explain.
Bleach has been my first, and it will always be my top. But it's in a continuous fight with Gantz.
Really?
I love Gantz.
Can you explain what Gantz is?
You know Gantz.
I know
I
Gantz.
introduced you to it.
Can you
It's
explain
in
what
a
Gantz is?
it's an anime.
No shit, but what's it about?
It's about when people die, they get scanned like copies and they're put back into the real world, just humans can't see them. So they're basically running around the
Like
world.
spirits? Kind of like the idea
Yeah,
of the spirit.
yeah,
like
kind of
unseen
like
spirits,
basically.
Because I know in one of the mangas, I know like some people are like, what the hell, right?
Yeah, they
could
can get run over by cars.
Yeah.
They can get
So in the game, like people don't see what's going on or what
Yeah.
they're doing, right? Because in this I guess this real world
Yeah.
to them, but they're ghosts or whatever.
Yeah.
They see all this stuff going on because it's like playing a game, right?
Yeah.
And they fight these. What are they called?
Well, they're aliens.
Right, aliens,
Everything
there you
so they're given missions, and once they complete the mission, they get points based on how many aliens they kill. And then once they finish a mission, they can actually come back into the real world, and they'll be physical. Other people will be able to see them.
Yeah.
The thing is, the machine, this black ball, actually can make mistakes. So for one of the characters, she commits suicide, right? And she gets a copy of herself. She gets in the game, but in the real world, she doesn't actually die. So when she comes back after the mission is over, she comes back home, and there's two of her.
She has nowhere to go.
She has nowhere to go. She's like,
She
man,
has
my
to-
place is already taken. So that's how the story just.
So why not kill
unfolds.
her other one and then just take that life?
Because that is not what the anime was about.
I know, but I'm saying, why not?
It would not have been as interesting as it was had we followed your storyline.
I don't know. It
If we follow his story, everyone would be fucking.
Everyone
each
would
other.
die. Everyone
They could
would
have
die.
been twins.
And twins.
No.
No, but anyway, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good anime.
It's
So
a
I can see it.
fantastic anime.
So
Is
would
it-
you-
Sorry, the only thing I'd seen, I think, was the movie, right?
Yeah,
I think that's
it
what
was-
I think
yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, and it's loosely based on the
Yeah,
on the
because
manga.
I remember him. Well, you told his ass to read the manga off that website or app
First
or
time
whatever
I
the fuck.
ever read a manga.
And you were interested in it.
Really?
First time.
Man, I'm so
I
proud
don't.
you read Gantz.
Not that I don't like mangas. I
Yeah.
just prefer to watch them because I like voice acting. I like
Right,
hearing
right,
it.
right.
I like all the right. So just watching it to me is always better. I'm like, yeah.
And
Really?
you know
Watching
me.
is always
So
better.
you rather not make the voices in your head?
yeah. I'd rather not.
They already talked to me too much.
Enough's enough, man. Start going crazy shit. I'm just-
You roll
So those are the on to See, I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I always thought Bleach. I was like, oh, she's.
In
gonna say
fact,
Bleach.
I love the Bleach manga and I love the Gantz manga. They're both two of my favorite mangas. But I've read Gantz at least 10 more times than I've ever read Bleach. I love the manga. It's so easy to go through because it's mostly action scenes. So it's super easy to go through, and the storyline to me is like intriguing. Intriguing.
So
It's a
would you
good
say that's a
story.
good introduction to manga, whatever the fuck, manga? Because it's less.
I
reading,
would say it's a little complicated for
or the story is complicated.
for an introduction
Ah.
because there's so many fight scenes and you gotta really be able to follow everywhere it goes.
Well, they're just stupid if they can.
I say if you want something easy, some introduction, you go to like a romantic manga.
Oh.
Something easy. I know. Don't
Easy,
roll your.
slow.
I'm just saying, if you want to be introduced, you go with romantic novels
Is it-
because they're
is it-
easygoing.
it's
They're
more
just-
straightforward?
It's more straightforward,
Ah.
and then you learn how to, read it from.
Right to left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my first manga was Bleach.
Yeah.
So
Really?
yeah, everything. All
So
my first.
after
was-
watching the episodes, you're like, I'm gonna go. How did you find out there was a manga?
because
Or a comic?
my ex at the time, he was like, it comes from this, and I was like,
He actually had a
wow.
book
he.
or the manga.
Yeah,
sorry?
yeah.
Ignorant.
He had episodes. And he saw how much I was getting into it, so he started getting more into it. And then eventually it turned into he got completely wiped out and ignored because I was too busy with my new world.
Damn.
Was it worth it? I think it was.
Totally worth it.
Look at you now.
Totally. Yeah.
Would I do it again?
But so would you say it was Bleach? No, I know it sucks. Like it's hard to pick any favorites, right? Because
Right. Right.
Was more
there's a lot
influential.
of good animes out there.
Yeah.
But you would say it was out of those two. Would you say it was Bleach?
Of course.
Okay. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Bleach.
But I'm glad it's a close
But
fight.
I feel like
It's a close fight.
I feel
right?
like I'm betraying Gantz by saying that. I have like
no,
a
but,
pain.
like,
No.
No, but I like
You know what I can say?
Don't come back.
The way I can
heart-
say it is the one you fell in love with, the one that you actually love. Because the one
Yeah,
that started
yeah.
you, but the one you really care about is the one that you dropped that one and got to the actual one that's really meant something because it was a better.
I think
complicated thing.
it's so different. The storylines are so different.
I mean, one's good.
Yeah, Bleach.
No,
Bitch.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Bleach is like honestly like Dragon Ball.
No, it's not.
It's close. It's a Naruto too, I would say. It's close.
I mean that not in a fucked up way. I mean that like the story that the guy gets powerful.
The
more
Naruto
and more,
storyline's still
right.
fucking awesome, but like he kind of like
He's unstoppable. It's like just give him some time, like Goku.
he gets a bit corny or cheesy, but I mean I don't mind it.
Still, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's bad. It's just that it follows the line of the hero always wins.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I can understand that side,
Yeah.
but it's like my first love. So
Because I mean compared
can-
compared to God's.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
really
Bleach.
shit
Unfortunately, the ending to the Bleach manga, which has not been out on anime, it's gonna be in 2021, hopefully. But
If we get there.
we'll get there, hopefully.
No.
Survive.
Yes.
Survive.
Yeah, Gaunt's just had a fantastic ending. And Bleach was unfortunately rushed. Why? I have no clue what
Commercial.
agenda they got going on, but they finished it so quickly. So many open endings to favorite characters that I was totally hoping, like, can't wait to see, you know, what's gonna be the ending for them. Nothing. No.
You know, I think you
Yeah,
can compare it to Game of Thrones, the same shit. Because a lot of people, they don't like the ending because it was rushed and this and that.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to hit a deadline. Same thing with Bleach. They're just trying to like, okay, fuck it, just stay to the main story as much as
Yeah.
possible. Which sucks. That's why I say that's why they recommend actually read the book or the manga
Yeah.
for it. So you really get in depth.
Yeah.
Because the same thing with fucking even Pokemon and the other animes I like. The manga is way more depth and you learn more.
Well,
shit.
no, it was the manga that was rushed.
Really? I thought it
Yeah.
was anime.
No, because
Oh,
they haven't made the anime for the last
Ah.
part.
So I wonder why. What the fuck is that shit?
I
Maybe they told his ass and we hurry the fuck up.
maybe,
Or
but
they're all-
it was so rushed. It was like, okay, that was easy. Like, he beat the last guy, which was supposed to be the hardest guy. Sorry.
No, he beat him off.
Oh, he
Yeah,
beat him
yeah.
off. Oh,
Beat him
so
off
he came in 5 seconds.
so fast
What technique
that it
did
was
he
like,
use?
are you sure this was like the biggest enemy
What
you've ever
technique did he
had?
use to beat him so quick? Beat him off so quick.
Read the manga.
Damn. And then
Backhand.
with that, we'll move on to.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh,
What's
fuck.
your favorite anime? Fucking Pluto.
Oh, that's easy. The one
Power
that
Rangers comes here.
the one that everybody hates. Well, not everybody hates. A lot of people don't like it, but it was Neon Genesis Evangelion. Reason why I found out I was depressed because of it, and it actually made me realize a lot about myself. Like, holy shit, yeah, I'm not a happy person right now. And it was just high school because I remember I watched it. How the fuck did I watch it by accident? I remember seeing the cover of it a lot, and I asked my friend about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to watch it." I was like, "If I rent it, would you watch it?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." So I rented it.
Did he ever come up?
No, I let him borrow
Oh,
it
you let him borrow it.
at school.
I thought you guys like.
Because that's where I watched it first. Or no, actually no. Actually no. Before I watched before I got to Neon Genesis, I used to watch MTV2. Remember MTV2?
Yeah.
When they played some music,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they actually had a time where they showed some anime. And that's why I think I watched something called Hikai J. That's the first one I actually started buying. Yeah, it's really it lost. It just went. Whatever. Anyways, like so some things were pretty cool on it, and then that's when I saw Neon Genesis in Blockbuster, and that's when I rented it. And then I saw that one, and I said, "Oh, I like that anime more because it was more psychological, if you want to say it,
Yeah,
especially
no, for sure.
especially towards the middle."
Fucking damn.
I was like, "Fuck!" And that's what I liked watching it the most. Like I skipped the whole beginning part because like, it's the typical anime with the robots and all that shit. But once it gets to that middle part where it starts fucking with people's minds and shit, that's why I like it the most.
Yeah, it really does. Like,
Yeah.
because I mean, you can't. I don't know. It was hard for me because I know you said you were like, at that moment you're like, fuck, I'm
Yeah, I was like, "Oh
I
shit!"
can
I am
really attach
depressed.
myself to this character for that reason. I'm like, damn.
Well, I saw it more as like attached as I could pinpoint like, okay, that's what I'm. Not saying that's what I am. Like when the main character Shinji, where he
Yeah.
becomes like pretty much he's total bitch, but he becomes vulnerable because he doesn't know what to do and this and that. He just gives up and just falls down. There's like times I'm like, oh, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's like I should stand up and do what the fuck I need to do because that's what people are relying on you
Right.
on and this and that. So it kind of was in that sense.
So before we move on to me, let's just continue this because I would even say this is my favorite anime.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising to me.
I know it is, because it really is. It really is. Because a lot of times, like, especially when you were talking about how he's, like, always just giving up and stuff. That's
Yeah.
a lot of times that's how I would always feel, right? But then, like, I would, like, towards the very end when he would, like, just feel like
Especially
he had
that movie.
control. Yeah, when he feels like, oh, I gotta just take control of my life. You're like, I fucking do that.
Especially in
You emo
the rebuild.
bitches.
Huh?
The rebuild.
Yeah.
And the second one.
That
when
really-
he took control, he's like,
Yeah,
fuck it.
like right there when he's like, I fucking want Ray. He's like, I want this shit. I was like, you go fucking get him, man.
Although he fucked it all up.
I know.
But
He fucked everything else up, but Ray was his
but he did it for a good reason.
Yeah, I think so. I thought it made it fucking
You didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I know, but honestly, like, because if you see, like what I was saying, when we were showing you the first one, because we tried to show her the first seasons.
The original one?
It's like, it's very slow. I can tell you that.
Super slow. I fell asleep.
No, I know. But
Like-
I was saying, but if you watch this,
Yeah, Ed's right. Just like push yourself to watch it to the point where like it starts getting interesting, and then when it does and then it ends, you're like, I'm gonna rewatch this shit to see what I missed. Because when you rewatch it, you're like, okay, you definitely stay interested from the very beginning.
like I think in the beginning, because you see their problems, you see like some of the issues they have,
Yeah.
and then it like amplifies it towards the like towards the middle. It amplifies why they're like that, why they're this, and I was like, oh shit. Because a lot of times, like if you want to think about people in life. They act a way because of a trauma or whatever the fuck
Right,
reason,
right.
right? So that one kind of helps you like understand that there's people act like that for a fucking reason,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and it's like shit.
Yeah, because the character Asuka, she's the annoying. She
Yeah.
was annoying. I hated her. I'm like, fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
She's so fucking annoying. She's bratty, right? The only thing I thought that was awesome was that she was German.
I
But
know.
then like later on in the episodes, she's like crying for attention from like her mom.
Her mom
She's
killed
like,
herself.
Her mom
She hung
committed
herself.
suicide.
Was it the one with the brown hair? Was that one the
Red
one?
hair,
The one with the
yeah.
red,
Reddish
Yeah.
hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asuka, yeah. Asuka
The one that
was
started
super-
kicking ass and started cutting people up and shit.
Yeah. That, okay, see
one.
that,
Her.
that
See,
I remember.
But I'm saying because that's her front to be that tough, but
Yeah.
to see her be vulnerable for a reason because
Yeah.
she was trying to find
Yeah.
value in herself and this and that. And I think her mom soul.
Yeah, so towards the end, it's like this episode's focused just on Asuka, and then I was like, oh.
like you feel pity for someone that you hated.
I
Yeah.
felt bad, yeah, because I hated this bitch. But I was
Like I felt the same thing for like Ray. Like Ray symbolizes a woman that supposedly the perfect woman. She's obedient. She doesn't argue. She just follows direction. But then you see how that becomes not unrealistic because when you find out that why she's like that,
Yeah.
and you see Asuka something volatile and then now controlling. But how Shinji's more attracted to her because she's a real person. She's really that's a real person. They're not this obedient thing.
yeah, a
And
bitch
it's-
has
and it's-
issues, but she's just supposed to be loved.
Yeah. Yas.
I mean, yeah, I was sad. Like when she started talking about her mom, you just see the camera view of her face and her doll.
Asuka.
I was like, holy shit! Like you said, like it gets you. In your, like you start thinking in your head.
It's like
You really start thinking. You're like, man, Joe got some issues.
yeah, okay. That's when I started questioning myself. I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
what you do. You're
and there
like,
were, like, I look at it now, and that was simple questions I was asking myself. Now I'm asking myself more complicated questions because of it. But it's still that's the seed that made it. And like I remember we went to was it the anime convention here in Fresno, and we saw this lady that had Neon Genesis, right? Or you had the shirt or sweater,
I had
one
the
of
sweater,
them.
the
And
sweater.
she complimented it, and she's like, "Oh, Neon Genesis." Like, yeah, I watched that during the bad time too. Because she even explained she watched
Apparently
it.
that's common.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I think it's because you realize a lot of, like, that's where you're at. Because, well, it doesn't help that the guy was actually depressed during the time he was writing it. And then when the movie.
How are you doing during the watch of this anime?
I mean, I was at that time in my life, I was okay.
Yeah.
Stable.
But like, I
Past
mean,
it.
yeah,
You
I
were
was,
past it, though.
I mean, I felt I was stable, right? But
Yeah.
you don't know you have all these issues
Right.
cooking in your head, right? You're just like, I'm okay, life's okay, right? Fuck it.
Yeah.
But then, like, when you watch it, like Ed said, you start questioning, like, whoa, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
this is why she's doing the thing she was doing, or the way she is, right? And then you start like, why the fuck do I do this?
Yeah.
What's going on over here?
I know, like, and some people say that, oh, people give too much credit to it. But it's like, it's the same thing for anyone. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the show reflected how he was feeling, so
yeah.
that hits hard. That shit hits home, man. It really does. You're like, I know what you're going through.
Like,
You hold his
dude,
hand. You're like, I was there.
Oh, but this is, I don't know if you want to talk about it now.
What?
Your favorite character from there?
Oh, well, we'll move on to that. But
Okay,
for now, we're
alright.
just talking about our favorites.
One of the dudes.
Yeah, but like I was going through my head in my little Rolodex, and I was like, okay, which anime? Yeah, it had to be that one. Like I have to appreciate what Ed. Like that's how honestly we became friends. When I watched this anime, I was like, sure. I had no idea this anime would affect me.
How I sold it to you was fucking horrible.
I know. Say it, please. If
I don't remember.
it.
I don't
Oh
remember
my
how I said
God.
it. I just remember it was very
Hey,
negative.
you want to watch an anime where this dude just goes to like depression and like he has to kill one of his friends? Sure. I was like, whatever. I just want to hang out. I fucking know, right? was anime really that shit hit me. It just hit me. Yeah, it just hit me. Like not only in my head, just my heart and everything.
Yeah, and I'm not.
You actually almost you can feel it.
Yeah, and it's the thing for you. It's like the first anime that made me do that shit. It's not like the best anime, but it's still one of my favorite because of that.
And as a walking talking robot, he has like no feelings.
We know.
Hey. But like for Ed to say that, like this anime is just. It's just one of those animes that does that to you. It like brings you down. Like,
so maybe I shouldn't watch it.
Huh?
I don't want to be brought down.
Well, I don't know. It's up to you. But like,
as I'm saying, you could start with the rebuild, and you'll get confused, especially if you watch the old ones.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing, because also you have to think of the reason it's slow is because his budget. They use a lot of still frames, and a lot of scenes drag on because of that. But it's also it does emotional shit because you see how awkward it is when some like especially the elevator scene. They're two in the elevator. It's awkward as shit. Nothing, and she barely moves in like 15 seconds. She sneezes. Yeah. What the fuck is this shit? Like you don't see that in animes.
Right.
It's always
Not
action.
anymore.
Action.
Yeah.
So.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
You want to talk about second favorite? Well, she talked about second favorite. That's why.
Fuck, I don't know. Do I have a second favorite?
Well,
after that, they're all pretty much like tied for second favorite. After that.
Okay. What will be your top 3 second favorite? They had to fight for first.
Well, let's start with her. You go.
Well, she has 1 and 2.
I said Bleach, Gantz.
Well, what's your third then?
Oh man, it's a tie.
Again?
It's a tie?
Yes.
Hentai? I want that damn shit. Remember that?
Yeah, the fucking hen.
The hen with the tie on it? Oh, fuck. I remember I did that shit. It was fucking hilarious. But I know it was... anyways, tangent. Go. Huh?
Yeah, so it would be Death Note and Mushishi.
Mushishi is...
Which one's on
the one we were watching.
with the dude.
With the little creatures that he goes out that cause problems in the world, and it's sort of it's so mellow and so it kind of goes into the supernatural side of things, which I love personally. But if I were to pick between those two, it'd be Mushishi. And then Death Note.
I feel like Mushishi means more because it goes with the mythology, right? Or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's back in the, way back to old Japan.
Dynasties?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like what, like 1600, 1700?
Well, no, maybe not that far back, but
some kind of dynasty.
So like 1800s?
But he's basically going into, isolated villages to solve problems that, like, this is not doctor related. Like, a doctor can't solve this, so let's go into the possibility that it might be something out of the ordinary, something supernatural, and that's what he deals with. It's
So that's what you like.
I love it. You know what? It's one, I'm not trying to, like...
So that's your third favorite, you would say?
Third favorite.
I don't know.
And it's one of the animes where, like, man, I don't want to give it a chance. It's too long. There's 20-something episodes for the first
Who told
season.
you about it, or did you just like?
I was looking into watching, so I'd finished watching a paranormal one that's called Ghost Hunt, and I wanted to keep watching.
Ghost Hunt?
Ghost Hunt.
Oh, Ghost Hunt.
Hunt with an H.
Sometimes
that's what I heard.
It echoes in here, and I
need to write that down.
Ghost Hunt.
Okay.
Is that where you got the eyes? Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Anyway, so I finished watching that one, and I wanted to keep watching supernatural stuff. So I saw Mushishi, and I was like, So I didn't watch it.
Was it the name?
It was the name. I'm not gonna lie, it was the name.
How the fuck? Wait, is that how you felt?
Well, because it doesn't stand out. Like it's like, what would they call
Like
it then?
Mushishi?
Shishi.
And I was like, what the?
that
So
where it
anyway,
comes-
I didn't give it a chance for several years. Several years. I was just like, And then when I watched it, I was like, why the fuck didn't you watch it later? I have all the episodes. I love it.
Fucking hooked,
Fucking
huh?
love it.
Fucking.
It's amazing.
Fish hook?
It's an amazing anime.
Okay.
And it comes from a manga too.
when
It
you-
comes from a
Like
manga.
when you started talking about it, I was like, man, that actually does sound pretty cool.
The episode I saw was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I like the fact that even though that, well, I guess you could say because you can see it's kind of realistic in the way that people act. Like
Yeah,
some of the
because
characters.
it's like they give him like real life situations. Like my wife is sick, and the doctors have seen her, and they can't figure out what the hell's wrong with her. So then this guy goes in, and this guy She's feeling better now.
He's cured. She looks the same. No, believe me, she's fine. She starts running out.
She's like, I'm going.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I want to see that.
Make it. You draw pretty well.
You did say ghost cut. No, I'm just kidding. All right, go ahead.
I know.
Hunt.
I'm just kidding. All right.
Yeah, so
she has an illness.
so he goes in and he has this. It's not an ability, but I guess you could call it an ability. He can see these mushishi.
That's what they're called?
They're called mushi. He's the mushishi because he can see them, and he can cure or help get rid of the mushi and help the people.
So he's ice.
So these things have like.
So he sees these things, right? So like, let's say the
Sorry, I made myself laugh. Sorry.
yeah. So he sees, and let's say he goes with the wife, and he's like, "Oh, look at all these mushi. Like that's why she's sick." So then he helps the situation. He helps get the mushi away. Bam, problem solved.
What's the character's name?
Ginko.
With silver?
Gin. He has silver hair.
Ah,
Yeah,
that
he does.
fucking old fox, son of a bitch.
Silver
Ginko.
fox.
And he only has one eye.
Sorry. He only has one eye?
Yeah.
He has a dick? I know that.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know. They never go that far, but.
I mean, your asshole can blink too, right? So is it considered an eye?
Yeah, because like.
So okay, so he has two eyes then.
I'm just
Oh, say it.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
Mushishi?
Mushishi.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've never seen it.
It's
so
amazing.
I'll
Give it a
I'll
try.
give it a try. I
Give it a
mean,
try.
talking about it, I already want to watch it.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like, I'm not even joking. Like,
I haven't. I have all the
I'm not trying to
episodes.
kiss your ass.
Not yet. Or not today.
No matter how
Not saying
sexy
not
it
yet.
looks, no matter how great.
It's
no,
been done. I'm just saying not today. Not right now.
You look fantastic in your pants. Let me eat that ass. Anyway.
It
If
rhymes.
it was only that easy.
I know, right, Ed?
Yeah.
It's like, where is this perfect world? That's fucking cool, though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
those are my top three.
Alright, so,
Top three.
yeah, so we'll just follow the trend
So,
here. And just,
Neon Genesis. Oh,
so Neon Genesis.
I would say Neon Genesis there.
Right, first.
The
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, the second one is.
Pretty hard,
I would have to say it's.
Seriously.
I don't know if it's considered one or not. It still has to be Pokemon the first season.
What?
Which one?
The reason why is because it got me like it's not really for the plot, but like more for like I see like Jeffrey, my nephew, he sees it and he's like reacts to it. He's like, oh my god, it's like
Fucking just say the name.
I did Pokemon.
Oh.
He did.
God, he was so quiet. I didn't hear it.
He didn't pay attention this one.
That's why I said
probably.
really.
Well,
That's
every
what
time
I
you
said.
talk, I lose interest. So I.
Damn.
That's how I feel about you. That's why good thing you're wearing your eyes.
Yeah.
See, I can keep my eyes on you at least. Keep my attention somewhat. So anyways, my eyes are down here.
Man, attention's so thick you want to fuck it.
So anyways, the second one probably has to be Pokemon because of that reason. And I remember because it made me a lot of friends and put me into weird situations. Whatever the fuck. Anyways, not weird situations, but you know what I mean.
No, he said it.
Well, I didn't mean it like that. I wish, but not really. So anyways, the third one would be probably like Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, yeah.
Because I like that was a different take of an anime too, because it was more like a western in space. The story between Spike and that one chick and then the other dude, Vengeance, I think, and the whole shit, like the whole story, all that shit. Valentine was a pretty cool chick,
Oh yeah.
and even the Brute was pretty cool. I forgot his fucking name. Jet? No, what's his name?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Right? Jet, right?
Jet.
Yeah, like his story. Edward is my favorite character from that goddamn movie.
Edward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Edo.
Yeah. I think it's because I like that kind of personality. It's goofy.
Yeah,
that's why I like it. I like it.
Yeah, because especially in animes where there's just chaos and you just have that one goofy character
Yeah.
and you're just like,
The fact that she's smart as shit, it does all this
Yeah.
shit. It's more funny.
yeah, and she's just like she just fucks with people, right?
Yeah, it's
so
fucking
awesome.
hilarious to me. And then the corgi is whatever.
Or
Yeah.
Einstein or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, but that shit was funny. Like I remember, because I started watching that one on Adult Swim, like late at night when I was staying at my sister's house because they had cable. I didn't have cable, and yeah, I will watch that. I will watch that show. Inuyasha, fucking Inuyasha. I'm not a big fan of it.
I love Inuyasha.
That fucking weird piece of shit.
You think everything's a piece of shit.
No,
I'm
it's
not
just
surprised.
okay. It was alright, but it was just whatever. The chick was hot-ish. I find it the funny part. Okay,
Ish?
I'll tell you
She was
this.
annoying as
The
shit.
funny part about Inuyasha was that dude was trying to like hoe out, like trying to fuck every chick out
Yeah,
there. It was
yeah.
fucking hilarious. To me, it was fucking funny. And then that's why I watched that shit. And then I really watched it fully. illegally, but
Illegally.
I watched it,
Torrents.
and it was like holy shit, and that's what I told you, right? I was like, dude, you should watch this shit.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh, hi.
Hey.
So what would you be?
I'd probably my second one would probably be Fully Cooley.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Short.
Fuck
it's
yeah.
Fucking yeah. I don't know.
Great anime.
Kill la Kill was funny.
Great
I like
anime.
that one.
Yeah.
Great
But
anime.
yeah, Fully
Style.
Cooley for sure.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
one of my favorites. I fucking bought the CD. I just went crazy for that anime. It was only 6
You even
episodes.
wanted a moped. Because
Yeah,
of
I
that.
was like, just buy that shit. Give me a base, a moped, I'm hitting motherfuckers in the forehead. Robots never came out. I always just got arrested.
I swear, if Robo comes
I
out.
swear to you, on your honor. Like dudes with fucking busted up heads.
I know, poor guy.
Probably dead.
And I think it's gonna go cheesy, but Naruto will be my third.
Well, I was saying, because that's your Pokemon to me.
I guess so. Yeah, it's my Pokemon too. It's like what is it? The guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Doesn't he feel guilty? Shh, I'm watching Naruto.
Like, hers is big.
Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Nothing. And you're just watching Naruto.
At least we like one of the, 2 big enemies. What do you like?
Well, mine was big.
Which
Had
one?
games. Pokemon.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah,
like,
but
I
that
would
was-
say it is like the.
That was.
Yeah,
it was
but
a,
it's
that was a movie.
okay, but it's not one of like.
Movement. What you got?
I
Area
mean,
51 run?
I would say
that's all you got.
ignorant people who don't know what Pokemon is, they'd be like, if they pointed
Pokemon?
they're like, show Japan on the map. They don't know what Japan is. They're like, oh, that's Pokemon land. They're like, what?
Yeah, I remember. Dude, I remember.
That's fucking.
You know what also made me laugh about Pokemon? That people said that James was homophobic. Or not homophobic.
He was
in it.
gay. Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah.
And all that controversy. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah.
The fact that like a lot of shit was anti-Christ. I'm like, what the hell are these
Yeah.
people
All
doing?
right, how big of a fan are you?
Of what, Pokemon?
Can you recite the themes?
I don't want to sing it.
I'll try to sing it with you.
You gonna sing it too or no?
I don't think I know it.
What?
Really?
I wasn't. It was my cousins that were huge on fucking Pokemon. Not
I
me.
wasn't that big, but like music
You know the
sticks
theme
to my
song at
head.
least. I don't
I
want
know
Let's
it.
start. I wanna
to. I wanna be the best. Like no one ever was. Bent up and sketched them is my real test. To train him is my cause.
Pokemon!
Gotta catch 'em all.
It's our destiny, Pokemon. Oh, my best friend in the world. Must
Must
have been. Alright, enough of that. Anyways. Sing the song to Bleach.
I mean, there's like a different
The first
You
one.
guys have
Our
seen
favorite
Bleach.
one. Your favorite one.
Oh my god.
That's like top 3.
You don't know
Can you pick one?
who I really am.
I was just saying, because if you want to talk about, we could go to music.
Or no,
That's
well,
what-
let's.
Oh, fine,
this is it.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we move on,
Uh-huh.
favorite character. Favorite characters. If you want to like continue the 3.
One boy, one girl, or
Sure. We
I'll
can
say
do it that
2.
way.
I'll give you 2 because you have.
Let's not be sexist.
Yeah.
Equality for all, right?
Well, yeah, I guess.
So two so-called male and 2 so-called females.
So-called females.
Dang.
Because you could put Viper. She's a trans supposedly, but
Well, my
That's
top
something
of the
else.
top guy forever, and everything I've seen has been Urahara Kisuke from Bleach.
who's that?
The guy with the green and white striped hat.
The fishing hat. It looks like a fishing
okay.
hat.
And he always looks like he has like a mask, but it's,
I think I know what you're talking about.
He looks like he has a mask, but he's one of those dudes from Kiss.
No, hell no.
I wanna
Top
watch
one.
anime
Oh no! And junk off
every day.
No wonder you bitches are friends.
That's it.
Hey, that's over. That's too much.
Sorry.
We're acquaintances
We're acquaintances
for
at
years
Okay.
of years and years.
best. We use each other.
Woo, for what?
I guess we're just gonna have to find out, Misty.
Oh,
Anyway, okay.
interesting.
So what's his name?
Kisuke Urahara.
Kisuke.
Can you spell it?
Urahara. Yes.
Okay,
Which?
never mind. I don't care. Don't
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Urahara Kisuke. That's
Why
my
is he your
number
favorite?
one.
Just 'cause
He
he's
is
badass?
just
What is his measurements?
so like when the anime begins, he's like this guy that has a store, right? And then
Oh, yeah.
somehow he
I got
has
that far.
right. So he has a store, and he's so mysterious. You don't really know who he is, but he's the one that trains Ichigo. So all the
Really?
all the greatness that Ichigo has, it was born from Urahara teaching him. But then you start thinking, how does Urahara know all this? How can he train him? Why does he have the store? Why does he have this huge space under his store where he trains Ichigo? Like, how did he even get to that spot? So as the story continues, you start seeing, oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. And like basically everything in the story in one way or another has to do with him. He has like a hand in everything. He's fucking smart. He just knows everything. He has a purpose. That's the thing.
He has a dolphin?
Everything.
Anyway,
I was like, huh?
Everything he does, everything he's done up to whatever point in the story is, he's had a purpose. Why did he train Ichigo? And then you fucking find out. Or why did...
So is that why you love him to death? Because
I
he just
love
has a hand
this
in
guy.
like everything.
He's smart.
He's like the mentor
he
to
has
your
a
favorite,
purpose.
Oh, not favorite, but to the main character.
And he's just like, he's so powerful too.
Oh, okay.
That's,
So
like-
you're a big fan of power, aren't you?
yeah. Because my second favorite character, who's also insanely powerful, Light Yagami from Death Note. He gets the notebook and then he just starts, I have the power. Let me kill off all these fuckers.
You know what's funny? I think for him, his power is different because it's not physical; it's more brain.
No,
Well, I'm
he gets
saying
the power
besides
from
that.
the Death Note.
No.
But what I'm saying, what I love from him is, at first he's afraid to use it. He's like, holy shit, I just killed someone. Yeah, he was a criminal. Yeah, he was a bad guy. But I killed him. And he, he's afraid of the power. But then he's like, holy shit, I got all this power. And then he loses it. He goes crazy.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, the people he's killing are people in jail, criminals, which it's wrong to kill, but
No one's gonna.
You're like,
but I'm like, go right ahead. No,
I know, it always made me
mean,
laugh every time they died. He's like,
Yeah, heart
They're always
attack.
holding their heart.
Because if you didn't write
It's
to
always the
reason
same
to death,
fucking
you
one.
just, you'd get a heart attack. But then, people start getting suspicious. Why are all these people in jail dying of the same reason? Then L comes into the picture, and it's just, he's so fucking smart. Laito. Smart as shit.
Dude,
So,
I
yeah.
think I would have not been the good choice for that because I think people would have blown up their assholes and that's how I would have killed people.
Guys just fucking hate themselves after drinking.
Yeah, because
Yeah, no.
I was like, this guy's gonna die by coming in his mouth and just a bunch of dudes coming in his mouth and then he
Yeah.
fucking drowns.
Like 10 guys dying being a fuck conga line.
yeah,
Just fuck,
that's it.
dun, 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 oh, they're just bleeding out of their ass, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, check this shit out.
I do that.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
Bitches.
Yeah. Can I say a top 3?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fine. You're transgender.
Okay.
Go. Oh.
I mean, no, I don't think so, but
then
you
why
know
do you wanna
him.
do a third? I'm
You
just
know
kidding.
him.
Okay, I
Kei
know him.
Kurono from Gantz.
Oh, I do know.
The
him. He called me
main
last
character.
week. He's alright.
He did?
Yeah.
He hasn't called me. Little
Because
bitch.
you're not with him.
Maybe he doesn't like females, you know?
Maybe he's born with
I'm
it.
pretty sure he likes females.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Well, maybe you're not
Maybe.
female.
Anyway, okay, so why him? Why him though? Why did you feel like you had to throw him in there?
I had to throw him in there because you've seen the anime, you've read the manga. He starts off like this cocky little bastard. He just doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself. And then as the story goes on, he starts realizing like, I can't be this shitty person. Like,
Yeah, make
he
a
starts
change.
finding power in himself and seeing how, yeah, I can do this. Like, and that's why the other character starts liking him because he's like, I always knew you as that guy that could do everything. Like, what happened? Why did you turn into such a coward?
He
Why
turns
did
into a
you
coward?
start? Yeah, he starts not a coward, but he's like, I'm gonna do things for myself. I'm gonna help
more
you.
selfish. He's like,
He's
fuck.
selfish. So then his friend, his ex-friend starts like, when did you turn into this? I used to look up to you. You used to be a little badass. And so he starts like, yeah, I am a badass. So he starts showing eventually he's a badass. And then, naturally he changes into the person like, yeah, I can help people out.
So he was
And
too
he starts
extreme
getting
and
good.
too low, and then he became middle.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then, yeah, it just progresses into the fucking great character he turns out to be, in my eyes.
Seems like power.
Yeah.
He does. He definitely has a lot
It's
of
always
power.
power with this one.
Yeah.
God damn.
You want to be
Yeah.
dominated? I get it.
Alright, dude. What you got for us, homie? Your favorite characters?
Dudes.
Whatever.
Or girls. I didn't mention any girls.
Ogres,
but...
night elves, whatever you want, man. Undead.
More for anime though.
Undead.
Wait.
Whatever you
I
want,
mean,
man.
yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. I guess for a dude, it would be. I guess Spike, because he's very calm and he's very.
Spiker.
Well, I'm saying because he's more composed and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, most of the time, people would just put me like, oh, you like the dude that's a brute?
Yeah.
Which, yeah, of course.
Which
but,
makes sense.
Which you are.
which makes sense, but I like the other part because it's very, like, undercover. Like, no one thinks he could kick your ass, but he fuck you up and shit. Especially during this, like, in the
And
scene
he's like
in
his
restaurants.
fucking arm. That arm is badass.
Yeah, that whole shit's fucking cool.
So him, he would be your just one of your
Say arm.
favorites. No? Isn't his arm mechanical?
Yeah, that's the other dude. It's a
I thought-
Spike.
oh yeah, you said Spike. My bad. I don't know why I thought you said the other.
No, because I mentioned him.
Yeah.
Well,
He
not
is
The
him,
bleach
but-
guy, right? Or wait, which guy with the mechanical arm?
No.
motherfucker.
Yes,
oh my!
yeah.
We were talking. You talked
and
about
Calvin-
Salo from
Pretty
Bleach
much his
too.
right hand man.
No, yeah, in Cowboy Bebop, there's a guy with a mechanical hand.
Oh, is
I was
that the
no.
other anime I
Yeah,
fell
for some
asleep
reason
on?
I heard
Yeah.
his name. My bad.
Yeah, that's the one you fell asleep on.
My bad. Yeah.
And I'll pick two on both sides, but if it was a chick, I think it would be Edward. I think I like that because she's very smart but very goofy.
Edward?
Her name is
That's all we
Edward.
call her.
Ah.
Ed.
She's part of that same anime.
Yeah.
Kinda weird.
Like her, to me it's fucking hilarious. She's barefooted. She gives less shit. She looks cute as
Yeah.
shit. She's a little dark, and it's funny to me because it's something I like. And then I guess for number two for a dude would be. See, it's kind of funny because I don't like the too powerful people because to me it's too unrealistic when they're too powerful. Like that's why I never really liked Goku because he was too powerful. Like, yeah, of course he's gonna fucking win.
It's not that they're powerful. It's that they're intelligent and they know. It's not that they're powerful just naturally. They're smart. They're techie, so they know. Hey, I can like Urahara.
Well, I think what I mean is
He
like,
was smart as fuck, so he could be powerful.
I think is what I mean is like they could fail more times than a lot of times. That's what I'm saying.
So
It
you
seems-
prefer more? They're more realistic.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's one of the reasons. That's why I'm saying it's hard to pick a second one. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my head that's why it's hard to pick a second one because a lot of characters are not like that.
Right.
And that's why I like. That's why in movies, my favorite movies are when everybody fucking dies and shit. Because to me, it's like, oh yeah, it seems that's more plausible. For some fucking reason, that's more plausible.
He would like gods.
He would. He
I
honestly
saw
would.
that movie. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I guess for a chick would be Asuka. I like Asuka. Well, the second chick would be Asuka.
I didn't pick any chicks.
No, I know, but I'm saying because I'm picking three because I don't have a second dude, so I'll pick three.
Oscar, why Oscar?
Because like again, she's more realistic.
Mm.
She's too. She has a lot of problems. She's too feisty, this and that, but she doesn't know how to tone it down as much,
Yeah.
like some people do. That's what I'm saying. Like Kill la Kill, that chick, the fact that she gets over embarrassment to get more powerful, it's funny, but it's still like she's too much of a badass for it. Like Asuka, she fucks up, she bleeds, she not my menstrual cycle, but bleeds like she gets hurt, she almost dies or
Yeah.
does, and then all that shit. That's why I liked it. Whatever.
Yeah, like in the movie when Shinji goes in there and she's like all fucked up.
Yeah.
She has like a fucking.
Oh, like even that, like the fact that she was pissed off that they didn't activate Shinji to rescue her, but they activated him to save Rage.
Yeah,
It
right.
pissed her off so much. I was like, because that's natural. Naturally, you're gonna feel like that. You're
Yeah.
gonna feel jealous.
When you feel more attached because she's like that human. Like,
Yeah,
it's
and
a human.
she liked him, but she denied it. I think that's why it's funny because they're redheads, but that's why I also like Misty. Because
Oh,
she
really?
she was denying it, but she was feisty. But
Sure, it was the hair.
Yeah.
it wasn't that. It was
Yeah.
the short shorts.
Yeah.
I want her to carry my Togepi. Anyways,
Just the little head sticking out and everything.
I was like, yeah.
Take that little head. Fuck.
What were yours?
Let me see. What was my?
Oh my
Who could
god.
that be? Who could that be? What was my
Turn
first
yourself to
character?
the camera.
Fucking boy right here. Fucking Gendo Ikari himself from Evangelion. Fucking yeah. You know, it was a mystery to me why I just love that dude.
I don't know. It's just so.
Yeah, I just liked his madness towards like everything. Everything. Like he didn't give a fuck about Sailor. He was like, I'm doing my own thing. You guys, sure, I'll listen to you, right?
I remember the one time you said this guy's a fucking badass is when Oh, they were attacking, and then the blood gets splattered on him.
Oh my
and
god!
he just stood there.
And especially, he was just like, if it was sweat, right? Like if it was just sweat, I'd just brush it off. Like,
Yeah, I was fucking.
If I got blood on myself, I'm like, oh my fucking god, what is going on, right? This motherfucker just stood there. Fuck, it was awesome. I fucking love this guy. Yeah, he just didn't give a fuck. I love the fact that he just had such control.
He had a goal.
Yeah, because he had a goal. He's like, no problem. And I love the fact that Shinji was like, I'm not gonna pilot it. He was like, all right, fuck you. Bring that bitch who got injured. She's still injured, sir. Put her ass in there.
Right? Or who?
She's like,
Yeah.
she can move, right? Doesn't he say that?
She's still breathing.
Still breathing. Put her ass in there. I don't know, just stuff like that. Like that villainous kind of side of him was pretty.
So
cool
you
too.
like villains?
No, I don't know. He's pretty fucked up, but.
But do you like villains?
Huh?
I said, but do you like villains?
I do like villains.
I love villains.
I mean, I
that.
would say he's not a villain, but he definitely had a goal that was probably not so great.
It was kind of like a because he wanted to restart the world, but he had like a selfish goal because he wanted to succeed in doing what his wife wanted to do.
Yeah.
Which is what villains always have, right?
Yeah.
They
'Cause
always have a goal.
They have a purpose.
They have a purpose. They know what the hell they're gonna
I always
do.
appreciate I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like I know that was probably not a good thing, but I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he
His
fucked over a lot of
madness
people. He killed a lot of people.
Usually
for
the villains.
it. Yeah.
I'm starting to think you really like villains.
Well, who doesn't like villains? I like villains too because they're realistic too.
Yeah.
But
let's see, for a woman. God, I can't remember her name.
Haruko.
Haruko. She's just.
Haruko.
Yeah, just loved her attitude towards everything.
Yeah.
She kind of just tried to teach these kids like, yeah, it's alright.
And then when you find out her purpose.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I just like that.
Damn. Villains, you do like villains. Yeah.
I just like that she had the Vespa, she had a base.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
Come on.
Glasses, boots,
Yeah, the way
everything,
she
yeah.
dressed, the
Yeah.
hair. I
pink
thought it
hair,
was fucking awesome.
yellow eyes.
She was good. She was just like the one who just.
I remember that scene, mouth to mouth. I was like,
mouse to mouse.
the dad in the background. The dad, the grandpa.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was my favorite character. Especially that she always carried like a bass with her.
Yeah.
She was always like, she just fuck you up.
That's hilarious.
I just like it.
Good character.
She's such a badass. I think let me see after that would probably be okay. Drawing a blank here. The dude from Samurai. Mugen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mugen. I just love. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of me because he's just such a wild fighter.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the kind of fighter I would be.
That's who you would be.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Uniform. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's just like, the fuck out of my way. You know? It's like, just get out of my way. Shut the fuck up or get stabbed. Or move out of the way or
Yeah.
get stabbed.
Exactly. I remember watching that shit on Adult Swim too.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
And Jean's so peaceful and calm and trying to figure
Yeah.
out things like slowly. And Mugen's like, ah, no.
Fuck that.
Fuck, he's like a wildfire.
Yeah.
He just didn't care, right? So I just like that he was just so wild. Because it reminded me a lot of myself.
Yeah.
I'm just wild. Especially when I play games. Especially scary games, like when you're walking in there,
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
slowly going
I
for it.
remember that.
I'll just start fucking swinging. Like, whoever's in my way, you're fucking.
Get out.
Grandpa, sorry. So yeah, I would say it was Mugen. That'd be
Cool.
my thing.
Yeah.
And do I have another female?
You used to like Ray, but I don't know. If
No,
that's-
yeah, I guess it would be Ray. Not that she was a perfect woman. I just love the fact that she meant something to Gendo in like a huge way, and then
Yeah.
slowly she started becoming something big in Shinji's life. So I just thought that was always awesome.
And she had red eyes. I always found that badass. And it's funny because a lot of animes copy that fucking character. They always have blue hair. They always act the same way she does, and it's fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you mentioned that, right?
What?
Man, you mentioned that because you saw Ray. It's like, hey, there's a lot of characters like that.
Yeah, I saw. I think we saw similarities to Bleach, right? Is that what we were talking about? We were discussing some
I think you brought
similarities.
it up like that. I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly.
I
But
was like, hey, that reminds me of Bleach, and then that reminds me of Bleach. So
yeah.
so yeah, I definitely saw some
Similarities.
similars.
Yeah, Ray Ayanami. Yeah, she's
Ray.
poor thing, man. It just almost feels like they just use her.
Well, she was. She knew it.
That's what I'm saying. She knew it. Like she's like, well, whatever. This is my purpose. It much is sad. I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought that was like just nice.
She accepted or
Because I
what?
think there's a lot of people like that in the real world where they just feel used and they feel like that's just their purpose.
Yeah.
And they're like, whatever. That's
As
just
long as they're happy.
as long as they're yeah,
And it's
whatever.
like, I don't
It's
know about
fucking
that.
sad, but like I don't know. She's just like, well, my purpose is for you and you.
Which is
I
weird.
don't know. In a way, I thought that was kind of awesome.
Which is weird because at the end of the in the movie, technically, he said that she says no. Remember to
Yeah. She's like, start rebelling. She's like,
Yeah. Snaps and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking Ray, man. Which will lead into how about worst animes that you've seen? Not, it doesn't have to be all the way through. Just you saw an episode and you're like,
This is enough.
or even if you watched all the episodes.
Man, I mean, I don't want to
Talk shit.
blow and talk shit, but fuck, I felt a lot like that with Dragon Ball Z. I was like, ugh.
When you watch it enough, honestly, it's like that.
I was like, damn, like, why?
Stole the words right out of my
I'm
fucking
sorry.
mouth. No, because I'm in the same position.
Yeah, it's like one of the big
I'm
enemies,
in
but
the
I'm
same
like,
spot.
my god, I can't wait for this shit to be
'Cause
over.
I used to like it. When I was a
Yeah.
kid, it was my first anime. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is anime,
Yeah.
right? And then I started watching it and I was like, holy fuck, Dragon
Yeah, this is bad.
Suck dick.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's I'm sorry if I'm being like very hateful of the fucking anime,
But
I know there's a lot of fans
2 out of
out there.
3 agree
There's a lot
here.
of fans like, oh,
No,
fucking
I
Dragon
don't-
Ball
3 out of
Z.
3 agree here?
I think what helped,
I would
well,
say
didn't
no.
help. What didn't help was my cousin would watch it. When I went to LA, my cousin would watch it every fucking day. And I'm like, fuck this show. Because I don't want to fuck it. You know how you feel when you play too much. When you
Yeah.
fucking hate it. And
So we all agree?
And then Dragon Ball Z Kai came out. It was still the same shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is still fucking bad. I mean, there's some like episodes where it's pretty cool
Yeah,
and you enjoy it, and they're finally fighting, and you're like, okay.
The fighting is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The whole thing is pretty cool, but such bullshit things happen between it. It's like, oh my god.
They just kept adding. It was like Dragon Ball, perfect. It was good. Dragon Ball Z, okay, and then Dragon Ball. I don't know how many
Actually-
Dragon Balls they made after. I
Yeah.
was like, oh good god, when is this gonna end?
I remember watching Dragon Ball in Spanish.
Yeah.
I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I remember that because it used to come out in Spanish. I don't know what the fuck channel it was, but I remember
Yeah,
seeing that.
I used to watch it in
Yo
Spanish.
soy número uno Super Saiyan. I'm like, what?
Yes. Yeah. I used to watch it in Spanish.
Saiyans. I'm like, calm down, Vegeta. Vegeta.
Vagina. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. Worst anime for
Yeah,
me.
Dragon Ball Z.
I know,
We all
like
agree?
I know people like it. I was like, I don't hate it because I like
Yeah, I know.
Pokemon. People hate Pokemon.
Right.
I like Neon Genesis. People hate Neon Genesis.
People hate
I get
fucking
it.
Naruto. I
Yeah.
can't say much.
People hate Bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we
I would
agree.
say the worst anime. Same for you?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. All I
Yay.
Because I could watch other animes and I was like, yeah, fuck it. At least it's something a little different.
Yeah.
But
What do they say? All in favors? Aye.
Aye.
Dragon Ball Z fucking sucks.
Sorry.
it's my opinion.
Okay, so how about anime movies?
Best ones?
No, not best
Or
ones. Just
just-
movies. Just
Which ones you feel
I haven't
impacted
watched
by?
many, but I mean,
Yeah.
however many
You
you
know
remember, or the ones that you can.
I mean, all the Hayao Miyazaki movies, Spirited Away,
I'm pretty sure, like,
anything he's pretty much directed is in my book of
those are the ones that are
favorites.
they're like the most popular, right? The
Yeah,
ones in-
yeah.
Everywhere, yeah.
I think his popularity started. I know you don't like the whole Oscar thing, but Spirited Away won an Oscar for Best Animated Film
They
for
won a
that.
Mexican person?
Oh my gosh! Yes, he did.
They won the Grudge? No, I'm just
Yes,
kidding. Go
he
ahead.
won the Oscar for Best Animated Movie,
Oh,
and for that,
For which
this
one?
was for Spirited Away.
Oh, Speedway, yeah. That one.
Back in, I want to say 2000 or 2001. So it was huge. That was like, oh, this guy's actually good. So it was after that he started directing Howl's Moving Castle, Kiki's Delivery Service, Kiki,
Some fan.
some
What a
guy.
bitch, you know?
Yeah.
Some guys
That-
are like
yeah.
Kiki.
So him,
So Spirited Away.
Spirited Away.
Any other ones that he hasn't directed? Like, I mean, not he hasn't, but like
His
he did?
kids started directing
What
too.
the hell? He must be
Yeah,
old, dude.
yeah, and he wasn't that great. I think he did one Tales of Sea Earth or some
Uh-huh.
kind.
Yeah,
It was all right. It will never.
Was it at least
top.
interesting?
It was interesting,
But it was nothing compared to his dad.
but very forgettable compared to his father's movies.
Oh damn.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I saw a short, film maybe.
Uh-huh.
Hotarubi no Mori. What
Sorry,
the
I'm
hell
laughing
are you
about
laughing
it in my
about?
head.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, fuck this chick, but she said my dad was better. I was very forgetful. It just bothered me. I was like, oh, fuck it up. Anyway, sorry.
Perv.
No.
Yeah, Hotarubi no Mori. I showed that one to you, where the guy disappears.
Oh yeah. That's what happens when you fuck him right away. He just disappeared.
I don't think it was about that. You totally missed the point if that's what
My
you were
bad. I was
thinking
like,
about.
oh, he fucked her. And
Yeah.
he was like, oh, I'm a spirit. And he just threw like a fucking smoke bomb.
Oh god.
She was like, he was a spirit and we made love. It was so beautiful. He's like, hey, baby. He's not moving on to the next one. But yeah, that one. Which one's that called?
So it was this kid that she gets lost in a forest.
Right.
And then
Oh, what's it called?
Hotarubi no, it's called
Hota?
Hotarubi.
Hoto Ruby.
No, Hota.
Ruby.
Hota?
You know Japanese, stop back.
Hota.
Hotarubi.
Hota.
I
Hotarubi
get confused sometimes.
no
The
Morie.
language is hard to process.
Into the forest of the fireflies.
He said it with an accent.
What accent?
Japanese
cute one that
accent.
you have.
Japanese
Oh
accent.
my gosh.
Oh, in a high pitched Japanese voice.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, because you do it all the fucking time with the and all bullshit.
Anyway. Anyway, yeah, Hotarubi no Morie. It comes from a manga too. They're short stories. That's why the movie was just 45 minutes.
Ah.
This little kid gets lost in a forest, and a spirit finds her. And you know, the spirit, they don't grow, they're just stuck at that age. So they become friends, and she keeps coming back every year to visit him. But every time she comes back to visit, you know, she's grown up. So then eventually they get to the same age and they start having feelings for each other, but they can't do anything because he's a fucking spirit. So then basically he has this, so in order for him, because he was abandoned in that, when he was an actual human baby and he was abandoned in the mountain. So then the spirits were like, this baby won't survive in the mountain unless maybe we like put a curse on him to where like he'll be able to survive along with the spirits. So that's exactly what happens. So he has a curse that if any human touches him, he'll disappear.
Oh, and she was
And
like,
she knows.
So I'm pregnant. What?
You have ruined this entire movie for me.
It's probably true though.
Oh my god. No, you've seen the movie. There is
I
no
know.
blowing
I'm
in that
just saying.
movie.
Maybe on the X-rated version. There it is.
Maybe, but
mean,
I
I'm
haven't
pretty sure
Googled.
there's a hentai,
I haven't searched
So how quick does he disappear?
until the.
How long does she have to suck his dick before he
Oh
disappears?
my
That's what I'm saying. How many strokes? Like hurry up, hurry up.
They don't show it.
Aw.
They don't show it.
they just show that one part, right?
They just show that one part.
And poof, or as you say, kapoosh.
It's like they're
Say it,
finally.
Kapoosh.
Kapoosh. Yeah. Shut up.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Thank you
So-
for apologizing. Finally, you get it.
He doesn't get it. He don't give a fuck.
God,
Right.
those eyes. You have your dad's eyes.
Oh.
Anyways, continue.
I was saying you. Yeah. So they start falling in love with each other, and she knows she can't touch him.
It's a sad ending, yeah.
It's
I
so
remember
it comes up to the end where they go out on a date.
Okay.
And so they're walking, and you know, they're both thinking maybe this is the last time I'm gonna see her, because
They
you
gonna
know
touch each other?
she can't be, because so what happens is they're in love with each other, and she keeps coming back every year. So he starts thinking she can't keep coming back to this lonely forest, and just like, what is she gonna do with her life? Because her plans are, I'm gonna move close to this mountain so that I can come see you more often and basically be with you the entire time. And he's like, I feel sad for her because she's not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah, she's gonna throw her life away for
She's
him.
gonna, yeah, and
knows?
he's a spirit.
He's gonna
So-
keep existing.
He's gonna keep existing, but then she's just gonna, she's basically gonna follow his steps, just exist for him. So then, basically, by the end of the cartoon,
It's an anime.
at the end of the anime, they're both thinking the same thing. Man, this may be the last time I see her. Like, maybe she won't come back next year. Or, you know, it's just, they start getting to those thoughts where they're just, and at the end, they go into this carnival, this festival of the spirits, where the myth was that a lot of humans actually go into the festival. They creep in there and they pretend they're spirits just so they can see the festival. So at the end, they're walking away and they're just being kind of like mopey, thinking, man, this may be the last time I see her. And a kid runs by and he trips. So what usually happens when you see somebody close to you trip? Your first reaction is like, oh shit, try to grab the kid, right? So that's what he does. So he tries to grab the kid, and then she's like, oh my god, are you okay? So when she turns around, his hand's glowing green because it was like an actual real human kid. So he starts disappearing, and instead of them being sad and be like, holy shit, I'm disappearing, he turns around and he's like, hug me, you can finally hug me. Like, you can finally touch me.
Yeah.
So they hug each other for the first and last time, and then he disappears in her arms.
Damn.
God, I cry every fucking time. Every time.
So
I
she had to be
watch
quicker than
this.
blowjob,
Such
huh?
a sad.
Sad ending, and then just at the end, she's like, well, what can I do? I have to move on. I have to live on for him or through him, and
Which is, it's kind of weird because
it's sad, man.
if you
It's
think about it, a lot
sad.
it's related in life as in sometimes the first person you fall in love with, shit, you have to move on from it.
Yeah.
In a way, and like if it doesn't work out, you just whatever
Yeah.
the fuck. But
Or
anyways,
you long for something for so long that when
yeah,
you
that's
have
what I'm
it,
saying,
you're
it could be
like,
anything.
damn.
Poor guy, man.
Yeah.
Disappeared with blue balls.
I know. Who's more,
No,
of,
they
who's more of an
hugged.
asshole? Her or him? I say,
Why?
I'm disappearing. Just
come
touch
on!
it.
One pee test.
She wouldn't have had enough time
She
to
could have
blow him.
hugged and grabbed him at the same fucking time.
Maybe she did. They don't show that.
They don't show
it.
it.
was a kid anime.
grab her-
it
grab
was sort
him,
of a
sure.
kid anime.
Grab him with her
I'm
badge.
pretty sure she grabbed that bottom knuckle, man.
So no, because yeah, you clearly see in the anime she hugs him with both hands. So no.
And then, oh, see, that's.
But her knee's probably doing something else.
Or her, just like she's.
I mean, maybe he was grabbing her.
I mean,
Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
With one hand, is the other one's
He
gone?
was like, finally, boom,
like
all
I said, disappearing with blue balls.
in. Green balls.
Okay, fine, green balls, whatever.
infected, I guess. That's fucked up.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah,
So that one?
movies. Yeah, I want to say that's damn.
The best movie you saw?
The ones that hit you the hardest, right?
Like
like-
Spirited Away, hits me the hardest. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Hits me hard. Howl's Moving Castle, which you've seen. It's the entire time it's this girl who's trying to help the guy she's in love with, because he's a monster. He's a monster. You know that.
Oh, like Beauty and the Beast kind of?
Basically,
Kind of,
yeah,
yeah.
kind of. So she's
with the
trying
moving
to,
castle.
right? And there's magic involved,
Yeah.
and
Oh my god, is there a magic tea set that speaks and she has a
Yeah.
little kid?
Magic Flame.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you this movie.
Really? Can't wait to fall asleep. Anyway.
I know, like you fall asleep to the shit we showed you. You know.
You called it shit. Maybe it's I fall asleep because it's shit. Maybe. Don't give me that look. Anyway,
I'm
yeah.
gonna turn this camera
So
off
those are
and
my
beat the
movies.
shit out of
Anything
you.
with Hayao Miyazaki. Have you guys ever seen Paprika?
Yeah, in my shelf, my spice shelf.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I was like, okay.
Yeah, bitches. Paprika is a really good Japanese
Paprika.
anime. Have
It's
you
a
guys
movie?
seen? Yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie. I feel like they're so like here are the Japanese animation way advanced, and then you see American animation like
Oh, shitty.
you see the levels.
Well, they have a bigger team, don't they?
What do you mean by bigger
Japanese.
team?
Japanese anime.
Well, yeah. I
Well,
mean,
it's not-
Japan's basically known for that. So.
Yeah, because they
Like they're
have
Hollywood.
Yeah,
a shitload of
yeah.
studios and a bunch of helpers just doing background, doing this, foreground
Yeah.
lighting, this,
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah, they really support this.
Yeah.
It's good. I think it's
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
like the America's military, and that's their military.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Ed?
It is funny. You gotta laugh, because I guess you could say it's my favorite anime movie, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll say only favorite because I don't watch a lot of them. I've seen some, but I forget what the hell. I think it's called.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
I can't remember if it was say what's your name or my name is or some shit. Something with name.
Yeah, Eminem made an anime?
Yeah.
Is it relatively new? Is it the same one I'm thinking about?
I think it's when they go to a mountain and they like talk to each other through time or some shit until they know they can meet each other.
It's
that one.
it's that one.
Yeah,
I
that's-
haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
I watched it. I was like, that's some trippy
Yeah,
shit. Cause it made me think. Cause well, like different reasons. It's very cheesy because it's so-called romantic and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I liked it because it was more of a like it was up in the air that they're gonna meet each other or not, or some other bullshit happening and this and
Yeah.
that. Especially like the twist inside it. You're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
that's not gonna fucking whatever the fuck. But I don't want to explain. I'm not trying to explain it, over explain it because you haven't watched
Right.
it. So
Yeah.
and you haven't watched it.
No, but I know the general gist of it.
Yeah.
I know
So
what
like
it's
to
about.
me, yeah, it's I don't know. To me, it seemed like a good plot because like I seen other ones before that. They're all right.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't watch a lot of them.
How about you?
I remember watching one called Dead Leaves.
Dead Leaves.
Yeah, Dead Leaves. And it was about this like crew of. I don't remember if they had superpowers or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I liked it.
Really?
I can't remember it too much because it was a long time ago. But I remember watching it. I thought it was an actual anime series.
Yeah.
And I actually watched it with Alex.
Ah.
And I asked him, I was like, "What the hell? Which anime is this?" And he was like, "No, it's a movie. It's called Dead Leaves." I was like, "All right." And I watched it. And it was pretty fucking good. Yeah. If you ever come across it, watch it. From what I could remember, it was pretty good.
Well, what's the gist of it?
I don't remember. If I remember, okay, they had powers,
Yeah.
and then they aged fast. If I remember,
Oh, what?
or the dude aged fast. Someone aged fast. That's what I remember. Maybe I could be wrong. It's a long time ago, and for some reason, not that it wasn't good. Like, I just forgot.
It's
about
been a
it.
long time.
Yeah, but it was called Dead Leaves, and I remember I enjoyed it. It was a good fucking. I didn't know it was a movie
Yeah.
until Alex pointed out that's a movie. I was like, oh shit. So I would say that one. A lot of the Evangelion rebuilds.
Yeah.
Sister movies, a lot of fucking awesome. I didn't really like the. I didn't say. It's not that I didn't like it, but I was like,
It was
God
way
damn, because
different.
my favorite character seemed like he was ruined, and I was like, no.
And your favorite character was there still.
Right, he was.
No,
And
no.
like,
Your other favorite character.
oh yeah, Kaoru, yes. My favorite fucking character. I love you, Shinji. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so that one, and then there's another one that I saw where this girl was deaf. And they would always tease her or pick on her or something like that. I'm not sure if she was deaf or just different.
Are you sure
Remember
that's
she was
not,
deaf.
wasn't it Kung Fu Hustle?
No.
Oh my god. Good thing that was not animated. You'd be talking about it
that
the
shit was
entire
amazing,
fucking time.
But no, it was, yeah, she was deaf. She was deaf, and they would all treat her different. There was just a bunch of high school friends, and like one of the boys was just trying to help her out, I guess. Or, God, I don't remember. I'm fucking failing here. But anyway, I just remember enjoying watching that too. I think it was on Netflix.
Was it a romantic movie or some shit?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, the ending was just like
Typical.
Yeah, not typical. Just you're kind of guessing, oh, they're gonna end up together, blah, 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 but then it just surprises you. So yeah. Other than that, I don't watch like I said, I don't really watch too many of them.
You guys saw Gaunt's, right? You both saw
I guess
Gaunt's,
that
right?
counts. Yeah.
Well, to me, I don't know. To me, because it's, I don't know. It didn't impact me as much as other things because it was more of like, not typical, but I don't know. Like, because I think it affected me. The other one affected me more because I don't like romantic movies at all. But for some reason, I like that one. Because it also doesn't help that it's anime because I like the anime style and the artwork and this and that.
Yeah, movies. I don't really watch too many. But those are the ones I remember the most.
Yeah.
Well, I remember the titles.
Yeah.
But they were good to watch. So like,
Yeah.
if anybody that's listening, just give them a try.
Yeah.
From what I remember, they were interesting. So.
Cool.
Anyway, how about music?
Man.
Because you're talking about what's his name? Jaime? I'm just kidding. What's his name? Because I know you say you
Hoto?
wanted an Oscar.
Oh my gosh.
Hotamuri?
Hotarubi. Jesus.
He's a Hotomuri.
Hotarubi.
He's
But
moody.
yeah, because the one thing that stuck in my head was the music. And I know sometimes your alarm clock, right? Sometimes
Yes, that's from
when it comes
that's
on.
from Howl's Moving Castle. And the composer, so for all of Miyazaki's movies, he uses the same composer, which is Joe Hisaishi.
Joe?
Joe.
Okay.
Joe Hisaishi, and he... Remember I don't remember when we started hanging out again, all of us.
Oh, when you came back?
And yeah, and... and I put that music in the car.
Yeah, the piano music.
That was Hisaishi.
Oh yeah, that sounded pretty cool.
He's an amazing composer.
Yeah, because it sounds like classical music.
Yeah, it is. It's classical music. And basically Bleach introduced me to a bunch of.
What's the ending? That was something about. It almost reminds me of the Nickelback song. You remind me of who I really am. She says so. It's a girl singing.
I never felt this way before.
Yeah, well, there you go. But how does it begin? How does the beginning go?
Damn, I'm gonna have to remember.
Something about who I am. Oh my god.
Damn.
I was hoping you could lead.
It's been a long fucking time.
I know who I am.
You sound like this fuck now.
You know what? For some reason, I can't remember the first sentence.
Yeah, I can't even.
It's
Fuck me.
Let me see.
I just remember I never felt this way before, and if I ever need someone to come
Let's see if I can
along,
find it. But keep.
who's gonna come for me? Yeah.
What the hell is that? That's for Bleach?
That's like
Yeah,
the first
it's the first
yeah.
ending. It's the first ending.
I don't remember the endings.
Alright, hold on. I think I got it.
Who I really
Nobody
am.
knows. That's
I
how it reminds me of the
never
Nickelback
felt-
song.
Yeah.
This is how you mine.
I remember hearing the ending and I was like, this is the song they picked for the first ending of Bleach? I was like, seriously?
You were more
But
disappointed?
the opening song was just spot
Which one's the
on.
opening song?
Orange Range, asterisk.
As-
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Great song. No fucking clue.
You just know what he's saying.
I just know it in Japanese.
He's like, go fuck yourself and let me watch. Is that my mom? Oh, keep
I know,
going.
she starts singing it over there in Japan. She's like, oh, she wants to get rid
Put it in the bleach spring.
Stupid. Yeah.
So
Yeah, introduced me to a lot of bands.
Gaunt's, though. About Gaunt's,
Yeah.
that one's a fucking
Oh, yeah.
badass. Yeah,
You need to
fucking
watch
love
it.
yeah.
You need to watch
I don't know, I like it. Like, sometimes I'll just listen to it and I'm like, put that motherfucker on.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Pretty
was
good.
pretty awesome.
It was pretty
too.
good. Yeah.
So Gaunt's. Let's see what else.
Bleach.
Oh, Naruto ones I like too.
Yeah, Naruto
The
had a
Haruka
couple of good
Kanata?
ones too.
How do you say how you say everything? Never mind. I don't want to talk shit on you anymore.
He's tired of it.
Have you
Yeah.
stopped? Huh?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Whatever, go ahead.
Jesus Christ, where are you?
His bitch.
You talking about Naruto?
Yeah.
And
The
Mosa.
Haruka Kanata. Haruka Kanata.
Bleach has a Haruka Kanata.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's gotta mean something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Bleach song is better. Just saying.
Is it?
Yeah.
I doubt that. I very much doubt it.
Yeah. I doubt it too.
Asian Kung Fu Generation, I think they're the ones who sing that.
That's not.
Yeah, they
that's
sing
not
a lot
That's
of.
the one I like. That
Yeah.
was fucking. That shit hits
They
fucking, man.
same band that sings a bunch of the songs for Bleach too, for the endings and.
Oh,
Well, they, at least they
Asian
only did
Kung
one
Fu.
good choice, and that's it. The rest of the songs.
Yeah.
I was saying because that's the only song I know though. What the fuck's the song called? The one that I liked that was starts with the bass.
Haruka Kanata.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's
fuck
why I
it.
mentioned it.
Fuck it. I don't know the fucking name. That's what I'm asking.
Remember.
I don't fucking.
Remember me.
All right. So, anyways, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the only one I like from that band because I really don't listen to other music. The only band I can say is The Pillows
Oh,
or Fully
fuck
Fully.
yeah.
That's the only other band I know
Yeah.
that I like.
It's
It's very popular. That's why I
Yeah, The Pillows. Fully Cooley. Almost all
Spire.
their fucking songs are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? Spider?
Spy Air.
Spy Air? Which
Spy
one's that
Air.
one? Can you see it?
Can you sing it?
They they have Samurai Like It Hot. And they got pretty big because I remember when the Spider-Man movie came out with the one with Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone.
Yeah.
For the Japanese version, they sang the main intro
Oh.
song, Spire.
Like Spider-Man.
Called Zero Game, yeah.
Spider-Man. If he can't do it, nobody can. I'm like, this shit hits.
Spider-Man.
So how would it be in Spanish?
El hombre araña, el hombre araña.
It sounds so dirty in Spanish. I don't know why. To me.
It's Spider-Man.
Spider.
It's Spider.
Spider.
Sounds
Yeah, you
French.
know
It's
that's how
I'm
they
talking
do
about my cousin. He's in
It's
prison
Spider.
right now.
In Spider?
With 3 tears.
El Spider.
But he doesn't kill. He doesn't kill.
Yeah, you know it.
He just cries a lot. So which one's the one for Evangelion?
That was honestly, the music I like from Neon Genesis is the classical music they played on it.
Fucking cool.
Of
And of
course.
course,
See, I knew he was
it
gonna
is
say
that one song which I can't remember. The one I played that actually, that's why you started playing that one dude.
Yeah.
Which I forgot the name of the fucking song, but that's
Shit.
no. Actually, you know what's funny? Another anime and it's that I liked, which I just remembered right now. It's a dude is Shin-chan. That's that anime made me fucking laugh.
Really?
It made me laugh so fucking bad.
What's his name?
Captain Bastard or something like that.
Yeah, that fucking.
Who showed his
anime.
ass a lot, his little
wow.
dick. He had that little elephant on his dick. It made me laugh so much. He called his mom a whore.
Wow.
The dad wanted to get fucked, but he didn't fuck. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
it just popped in my head because I remember the song dun 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 Shin Chan. It just popped in my head right now. That's why. I know it's way off topic, but
Let's see. So Gantz had a good one. Naruto has a lot of shitty ones.
Dragon Ball? Dragon.
Dragon. Fuck my dragon.
you see a girl with a tattooed pussy with a dragon on it.
Not here to fuck you. Oh fuck. Well, let's get this over
I'm
with.
gonna go Super Saiyan on you.
Breathe on my dick like a dragon. It's just her bad breath.
The Dragon Ball.
It's so hot just because it's her bad breath.
Would they get like tattoos on their balls, like the stars for like Dragon Ball?
Oh, for each time you fuck somebody?
Little stars. So it'll start with 1 star, and then it'll go to 2 stars, and 3, and all the way to 6.
Well, how about a little triangle until it fills the star up? How many does it have? 5?
Is it 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it has a
No,
triangle,
6.
triangle,
Oh, shit.
triangle, and then it has a hexagon.
No, it has 5.
What's the one with 5? Hexagon? No.
Pentagon.
Stop sign? Pentagon? Pentagon. Yeah. So she does the little triangles and then she does the pentagon in the middle. And she keeps going. Just so she can be even more of a whore. No.
So she gets promoted.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, you have 5 stars.
Which one do you think? I'm pretty sure there's more Bleach songs that you like.
Oh
Name
yeah.
Name some.
Veronica. Most of my favorite ones from all the Bleach.
Do you know how to
openings.
sing most of them? Or at least hum it. Humas. No?
Trying to think.
I was gonna say, just move the mic and just sing.
It's the thing is, it's mostly like rock,
Yeah.
mostly instrumental, because I
Oh.
don't really know the words, so I can hear it in my head, but
Give
I
us a
won't.
beat.
I guess that's true because Samurai Champloo, it's like I love
Yeah.
that intro. And it's more
Yeah.
like rap.
Yeah.
Like freestyle almost.
Right.
And the beat's fucking badass.
Yeah.
Yo, dun, 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 and it's like fuck yeah.
Same with Gantz, right?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
forgot. It's like.
Yeah. Good
Just
song.
kicks in,
Good
yeah.
fucking song.
I can't really, like you say, hum it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I
Exactly.
feel like it just wouldn't sound as good. I just sound like an idiot. Or do I already?
So
Why are you not? Why
might
don't you
as-
say
might
yeah
as
like
well-
a fucking man?
Might
eh?
as well go full
Huh?
throttle.
This is fucking joke to
Might
you?
as well go full throttle and
Huh?
hum right now.
Full throttle what?
Hum the shit.
Get a
From what
fucking
shit?
room, guys. Jesus.
It's not my fault we want to make out.
He wants me. I don't want to make it.
Get
He
a
fucking,
room.
he's in denial. He's like, I want him. And slowly he's
It's
struggling.
like, I want to kiss
And then when you turn away, he's like,
Why hasn't he kissed me already?
asshole.
His inner thought.
Maybe with blue balls. Or green balls, I should say.
agree well.
Disappear and shit.
Let me see. What other one? Samurai. Death Note was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really like the one from the second one. The second opening.
The first one
The
was
first
the
one
good
was
one, right?
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
screaming.
Second one,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that was a bit.
I just
weird.
hated his name.
I'm not a big fan of that band. Yeah, Maximum. Oh no, what's the band called? Maximum something?
Maximum piss and
Testosterone or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah,
I
Hormone.
don't know.
Maximum
I don't know the
Hormone.
name.
Maximum the Hormone?
no, I was thinking of the song I like. Oh,
Maximum. Oh my
What the
god.
fuck was it called?
Maximum
Piss and-
liquor or some shit.
Some shit.
Yeah, I don't
Anyway,
know.
something.
But anyway, yeah. So that one, the first opening to Death Note was fucking up. I didn't like
Yeah.
the second one.
Yeah, the second one
was
sucked
like,
ass.
eh.
Because I remember even Gil saying like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
I was like, it doesn't really fit.
Yeah.
The first one really, like, it just, they should have just kept that one. I mean, how many episodes after they
Not too
started the
many.
second one, right?
Not too many.
The second opening, why don't they just keep it?
After the first seed, like after they kill L.
It lost interest a lot.
Shh, people don't know that. No, I'm just kidding.
If you haven't watched Death Note, you got some serious fucking issues.
Or they're smarter.
I mean, after,
No, because a new fucking manga came out for Death Note called One Shot. Fucking amazing
Is it
too.
porno?
Holy shit.
Sounds like a porno. I like it. I like
It's
it a lot.
not. It's
Oh.
short, concise, and to the fucking point, and it's a fucking.
So
Oh,
it is.
like the
it
money
is.
shot.
It is. It is hentai then. Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
It goes straight.
Yeah.
I was like Soul Eater's the very first ending.
To Soul Eater. Isn't that the fuck?
With Blair.
I remember you
Witch?
watching it. Yeah.
Oh, she said, yes. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, okay. I
You
remember.
know what? I remember this anime. I never watched the anime. Maybe I watched like the first episode, but the song I liked in the beginning was Last Exile. I heard the song because I had it on
The first opening to Gods?
No, Last Exile.
Oh, Last Exile, my bad. I thought that was the name of the song. I was like, what the fuck?
No, the anime was called Last Exile. It's like some planes and shit. And they like, it's like Civil War fighting where they stand in lines and shoot, but they're on top of planes and they shoot at each other like that. I don't know. I never seen it, but I remember hearing the song because I used to, the Hikai J one. They had like trailers of animes, and that was one of them. And I remember I used to rewatch it a lot because I liked the song.
Right.
I just don't remember it, but I remember I liked that song.
Yeah, but those I think would be my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some endings that are pretty fucking cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah, most of the songs I ended up liking had like they were from the same band. I was like, oh, it's the same one. I was like, cool. Yeah.
It's bad they pick shitty shows like Bleach.
Says the guy that watches fucking depressing ass animes.
So?
Hey man, why'd you have to go there for, man?
Just saying.
Hey, don't say that. How about hentais? Do you have any favorite hentais? Or are you
Favorite
you
hentai?
actually seen?
I don't have favorite ones. I've only seen, I want to say 2 hentais.
No, nothing.
And
That
it
seems
was.
like that seems
I
too many
felt like
already.
when I was watching it, I was like, I shouldn't be watching this. Like, what the fuck am I watching? One was an invisible guy.
Which do you want to know the name of it?
It's the same one. The guy
Yeah, yeah.
raping fucking random ass
Yeah, yeah.
people.
Holy
Well, I'll tell you
fuck.
this.
What's it called?
You want-
I
it's
don't know. I
it's
saw it a
called
long time ago.
Invisible Stud. I looked it up. It's only 2 episodes.
Damn it! I should have watched
Yeah,
it.
I didn't think I don't
and they're
think
like they're like 27 minutes each. So, because he pretty much he finds his bottle, so this old man drops, and the old man disappears, and he drinks his medicine, and he turns invisible. And so that's
Yeah.
when he starts fucking some chicks.
What
In the park,
So it's like
in
Hollow
the
Man?
tub.
Yeah, and
It's like an animated Hollow Man?
kind of.
Basically, yeah.
Kind of, but on the first episode, yeah, he fucks some chick that he works with, and then some chick in the spa, and then some other chick.
In a park.
No, that's the second one.
Oh, so maybe I admit. So then I saw. Fuck, did I see the 2 episodes
Because
then?
on the second one, he fucks the chick on the park, and the chick knows it's him. And then when he I think.
Yeah, because he's all afraid that the chick knows it's him.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
I
then-
have seen the 2
And
episodes.
that's
then.
what tripped me out, because at the end she brings, he fucks a girl. Well, she takes the medicine, or the coworker takes the
Yeah.
medicine, and he takes the medicine, so they can't see each other, but they start fucking each other.
What the
And then
fuck?
she asks them, like, oh, how many? You said you done this to girls. How many have you done, or whatever have you done? And he talks like, he mentions like 5 chicks, or all the chicks he raped, pretty much.
Yeah.
Apparently they all liked it, right?
Yeah.
And then, and so she's like pissed off and kicks him out. And so the next day he's like, oh, I'm so embarrassed to go back to work because I don't want to see her. So he goes over there and she has all the girls lined up, and they all pretty much like take the pills and they rape him. But they don't show him. They don't show
Yeah.
them raping him. They just like pan up. It's like, don't touch me there. Don't touch me there. And I was like, what the fuck is that bullshit? Why the fuck? I was like, goddamn hentai, you're so stupid.
I don't think that was justice at all.
No.
No, it's enjoyable. I would fucking. Oh, I don't want to rape people for that, but I'm saying.
Yeah,
Seems like a
Yeah.
good outcome.
definitely come is the key word.
Yes, it is.
The money shots are hilarious. But anyways, like,
So that one, or which
what was the other one?
There was another one with tentacles. I don't
Right.
remember a lot.
Typical Japanese.
Yeah.
fucking
I
answer.
just remember seeing tentacles and being like, I don't want to watch this.
Question is, will they stay as tentacles, or they actually turn into like a penis shape? Because there's some that turn like a penis shape. It's fucking hilarious.
I remember the tentacles going inside a butthole. That is all I remember.
So that.
And I was like,
gives-
nope, I'm done.
That gives a deeper meaning to a creature called the Kraken.
Crack.
I mean, right?
Is that the first butt plug? Because it had the suction cup.
The
You gotta cut
Kraken
off.
is the
Yeah.
tentacles made for 8 people. Tired of buying that sloppy dildo, and it's just like this.
It's like floppy dildo. Let's get the Kraken.
It's all soggy.
It's all fucking.
Get the new Kraken.
Oh,
Just for
gosh.
your
It has a
ass.
suction cup. Dude.
For 8 people. A section for 8
Yeah.
people. Puts it in the shower. Oh no.
Actually, a funny story. There was a chick that my sisters knew. They were her roommates, and she complained. She talked about her wasn't it her suction cup dildo she will put on the shower, and she'll fuck it or some shit. And they're like, I don't want to fucking know this shit, but she will talk about it. I was like, what the fuck? That's
Yeah.
a side note. Yeah. Anyways, that wasn't important, but it's just good.
Yeah. So those are the only two I watched.
Only two. Okay.
How come you don't,
here's the champion.
How come you don't want to watch more of that? Or since like
doesn't like it,
I think when I first saw them, I was just kind of like,
you really want to know.
Well, I'm
okay,
saying
I'd rather.
Good job. Good fucking job. Good fucking job.
Drink it.
No, that's okay. It smells very milky.
Yeah, spill it more. How about that?
Huh? Oh, I will.
But on those eyes.
Continue talking.
But on those eyes.
Why I didn't continue? I think at the time I was just in a different mindset. I was just like, this is like watching porn. Ew, I'm not gonna do this.
Which is funny because it's not and it is. It's such a weird like medium. I think in my head, honestly, it's a weird medium.
Yeah.
Because there's this stupid bitch. I'm not gonna name her name, but this stupid bitch that said that. I remember I talked about hentai one time, and she's like, "Yeah, that's disgusting." I was like, "Why? It's fucking like gives a shit. Have you seen porn?" It's like, "Oh, porn is disgusting." I was like, and then I talked to them later on. They're like, "Oh yeah, I saw hentai." And it's like, and what? It's like, "Oh, it was not that bad," or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, but you hated this shit. You thought I was disgusting because I fucking watched one I watched one before. And she's like, whatever. Because that's what's funny. Do you feel like it's just disgusting because it's
I felt
porn?
that. I was like, ew, it's like watching porn. And at the time, porn was like, oh my God.
Forbidden.
Yeah, technically, basically. I was like,
He's
ugh.
always watching.
Yeah.
Pervert.
I think it's because you went to the extreme of anal and tentacles and rape.
Well, that, and then I was basically forced to fucking watch it. I was like, what the fuck are you making me watch? Huh?
Poor thing.
I know.
It's alright.
It's traumatizing.
A virtual gun
It's over now.
through the internet
over.
and laptop.
Never saw it again. Never seen it again.
The gun or
Not that size. Not that size gun.
Hentai.
Oh,
Hentai.
A little cricket.
cricket like the bat, the big ass cricket.
No, cricket like a Men in Black. A little gun.
But a big powerful gun.
I mean, the
Maybe.
load.
I
bro.
mean.
Small cricket, but the load. Holy shit.
So you fly across the room, you're saying?
Bitches be drowning in semen.
Or guys.
Or guys. Not sex.
Like Scary Movie when they get stuck on the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's just hilarious.
All that built up.
It's all drained.
All that built up pressure.
No more.
That happens in Scary Movie too, right?
Yeah.
Both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both, right?
Yeah, both.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, no.
It's like, oh, don't stop. No. Oh, no.
I'll never.
Because she's cold. He's cold. It's just hilarious.
So the king of hentai over here.
I'm not king of hands.
You fucking
Yes, you are.
I mean,
He is.
around
I've seen a lot more than you guys.
That's why I call you a king.
Yeah, but I'm not the king. Well, did you just do?
Burn low. Anyway, so yeah, you
It's your turn.
You've seen, I'm pretty sure, plenty.
I've seen a lot of it. It's
Yeah,
just,
I know.
He's being modest.
It's so stupid. And some of the plots are just so retarded. It's
I have to
fucking
ask you this
hilarious.
question. I have to. You don't have to answer if you don't want. Have you actually finished watching these fucking?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
No, the reason why is because I was like, I was looking because in a weird way is you can watch porn for a while, you can watch other shit for a while, you watch different shit. So I was like, I'll see if I can finish with watching it. But that's what I'm saying. It was hard to find one because the stories are so retarded.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much because of the audio. That's why I finished because of that. Not really the visual, because honestly it's just 2 cells and that's it.
Yeah.
Like drawing cells, not fucking actual.
Yeah.
Whatever. But anyways, yeah, like, and you know what I'm saying. But like, because I think the first time I saw hentai was on Newgrounds, and I remember we printed some pictures out of Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z. That's what I'm saying. It was Master Roshi fucking, I think the green hair chick from Sailor Moon, or the purple.
Jupiter? Oh.
I don't know, one of them. And I told my cousin, I told some kid, go pick the paper up. So we printed it out, and then he went over there and he got the paper and gave him the 10 cents. He came back, and we were like, oh shit. Yeah, that's what we were in kids because I didn't have a computer. But yeah, that was the first time I saw it, and then I remember I saw that one, the Invisible Hunk, or I think that's what it's called. I saw that one. I saw the scene of Black Bible.
Yeah, that's my first one. Too.
Yeah.
That was my first one.
What the hell's Black Bible?
Explain that scene.
I don't know. Okay, so when I first started watching it, it was just like I was like, turned it on, or it was like a program on the computer, right? There was different channels, right? That you click on. So I saw one that was anime.
Yeah.
So there's one I clicked on. All of a sudden, like they're in the restroom, and this guy is like putting his shotgun inside of a chick and fucking her with it. He's like, oh yeah, you fucking, oh yeah, I'm about to burst. And all of a sudden, he just shoots the shotgun.
Pulls the trigger and blows her.
Yeah, he pulls the trigger and she ices his blood.
Oh wow.
And
It's
then,
like, what the fuck?
and he's like, it's,
Oops. You know, that
Oh
stupid ass
my
fucking
God.
dirty
I think he was
villain.
checking out too, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, he got
So,
off on that shit.
He was with a.
He was fucking her
Yeah,
with the shotgun.
he was fucking with the shotgun. I think jacking off too at the same time, and then he pulls the trigger when he comes
Yeah.
and kills her.
Oh good God.
And I was like, huh.
That's the very first hentai I ever saw.
Yeah,
was that.
it's-
Like,
Was that the last one you saw?
No.
What was the other one you saw?
The one I saw was she was a succubus. So she was, like, he really liked her, right? Because I guess the way she looked and everything.
Yeah.
You know, being a normal teenager, you're like, fuck yeah, I'll fuck any chick.
Sure.
As long as she got tits and ass, right? So she comes in here and he's like, oh, fuck, in his own head, he starts thinking, I wish her tits were a little bigger. And I guess her body, like, reacts to it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, her tits get bigger, and he's like, is it just me or her tits got bigger? Oh, fuck yeah, right?
Yeah.
And he just starts fucking her. Every time he thinks of, like, something, like,
Yeah,
oh, I wish she
it
was
comes
sluttier.
true.
She would be sluttier. I wish she would go
Wow.
faster. She would go faster. So, yeah.
Who's
That's
the
the-
perfect woman.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just kidding.
Yeah, that's the second one. So
Is that after that you stopped?
after that, no, yeah, that's the only one I saw.
Oh, so you only seen two?
The only reason why I watched it was because someone sent it to me through I don't know if Ventrilo.
MySpace? Oh, was it MySpace?
No, Ventrilo. I don't know if it was Heda or someone like.
Probably Heda.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's
I'm pretty
Heda.
sure that's fucking
Usually,
Heda.
every like source of like dirtiness is coming from Heda. But anyway, so I clicked on it and then I saw it and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Wow.
So those are the only two I've ever seen ever.
The weirdest, honestly, the funniest one I saw was like not funniest, but one of the ones I saw was this dude. They found out that he could unlock their power by fucking them, and once they climax, they get more power. They go to the next level. It's like a Super Saiyan but sexual,
Wow.
right? And so like, he had to turn them on. So different ones had to be embarrassed. One had to be dominated. One actually had to get teased and whatever the fuck. But when he actually started fucking them, they started getting more powers to beat this one bitch that wanted to fuck him so she could get more powerful.
What the hell?
And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? It's like,
actually
it's actually, I watched the whole fucking season.
Yeah, not like jacking up or not jacking. You just
No, not
watch
jacking
it.
up.
You just like watch
There
it.
is
Were you
times-
like, should I? Should I not?
A moment.
Ah, fuck it. I'm in the momentum.
No,
already.
because, well, those I watched purposely to watch this, to see how the fuck it is. It was
Yeah.
earthquake. To see how the way the plot is. Because sometimes it was like, oh, that's pretty, like, turn on, turn off, whatever the fuck, like, whatever happens.
Yeah.
Like, one of the ones I remember watching was another one. It was some dudes hanging out at a beach, or some dude and a bunch of chicks on the beach. And it's like, man, that girl looks fucking hot, like one of the chicks he knew. And so she wanted to walk with him or something, so they walk around. And then she's like, fuck, I need to take a piss. And she's like, but I'm right here. And he's like, what? And she just kneels down and opens her mouth, like, pee in my mouth.
Oh,
And he's like,
my God.
I can't do it. And he's just, she started jacking him off to get hard. And it's like, now can you pee in my mouth? And he's like, starts peeing in her mouth. I was like, would I do that?
Wait a minute. Are you the one who showed me one that was about a cow? She was a cow or something like that, and they milk her, or
Yeah, I think I did.
yeah, you fucking showed me that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they had to milk her. And,
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like, she becomes a cow.
She
or...
turned into a cow or some shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's like, you have to milk me because I'm full of milk. And she's like, what? I don't want to fucking do that. And he had to fucking.
Ah.
And
That
then
shit's
she becomes a
hilarious.
cow.
Those-
What the
It's
fuck?
funny because a lot of times those have the pointy boobs when they're big. And they, of course, they jiggle
Yeah,
so fucking
yeah.
much. It's fucking hilarious. No, but like those shits make me laugh. Like some are kind of okay. Some just try too fucking hard. It's
Yeah.
like okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I think like the other one I remember is some dude becomes like a custodian or some shit at some apartment complex, and everybody in the complex wants to fuck him and actually fucks him. Like there was this one girl, it was like the two sisters, and the girl's like, she's like, what the fuck's wrong with her? And it's like, oh, don't you want to know? And then she like lays down and pulls this fucking vibrator that she had taped inside the girl, pulls it out, and it says, you try it. And she's like, what? I can't do that. And then the girl that had the vibrator up her vag,
Damn.
she starts like licking him so she could fuck him or he could fuck her, and then he starts fucking her, and that was like one room. After that, he goes to the next room because he's going around the complex saying hi to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, so he's blowing every fucking person, some MILF, some other bitch, and this and that.
Wow.
That's like the basic shit. When it goes to the other one, I feel very weird watching it.
Yeah.
The one with the siblings, those are weird. The one with actually there was one that did turn me on, kind of, because it was a guy living here and a girl, the next door neighbor, and he found a peephole. So he looked at the people and saw the girl masturbating, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And he kind of jacked off, and then the girl looked at the people, and he's like, "Oh shit, did she see me?" And then the next day, I think she shows up in his apartment, and she sucks his dick or whatever the fuck. And then he says, like, "You're gonna be my fuck buddy," pretty much. That's what she tells him. And then she's in the room, where it's like, "You're gonna peep at me, and I'm gonna peep at you," or something like that. That's what she says. If you don't, then I'll tell people that you raped me or some bullshit or harassed me. He's like, "Fuck." But then he starts talking to this one chick that likes him, so he starts sleeping with her, and like they start making out, and he sees the peephole, and he's like, "Fuck, I know she's looking at him." So he tries to cover it, and then the chick starts like, I think the chick knocks or something like that, but the girl can't hear it because she's moaning and shit. And so he's like, and then the thing falls finally. He's like, "My God, like, can I still fuck this chick while the chick's looking through the peephole and we fuck this and that?" And then it shows the other view of the girl fingering herself, watching through the peephole. I was gonna say that to me, I was like, that's kind of hot.
Oh my
Because
God.
that's not exotic like the tentacles and shit, but it's still like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a weird, like a more mental shit. It's like, like when girls read some like manga or sexy stories,
like a romantic story.
Yeah, some shit like that. It's more a visual thing. Like the fact that someone's watching it, but he knows, like, I don't know, it's some weird shit like that. Because I remember, it's like regular porn's like that too.
Yeah.
Or some people actually like that in real life. People want to, like, they want someone to watch them fuck or some shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I never get the opportunities.
Why don't you want to watch me fuck?
So come on,
or let me watch you, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, but that's like,
it's better than TV.
Yeah, but the other ones were, like, I remember there was another one where I guess there were knights, and of course there were armor that falls off and shows their tits and ass and all that shit. So they're trying to kill this orc king, and they beat her down, so she's like submissive. It's like she's like defeated, and it's like, you can't kill me, so your punishment is all these dudes are gonna fucking fuck you. So all the orcs just pull out these huge ass dicks and start fucking her everywhere. And it's funny. It's everywhere, in the mouth, and the ass, the vag, the fucking armpits. It's everywhere. It's fucking hilarious to me. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Everyone gets a piece, huh?
Yeah. And it's fucking hilarious. It's funny too, because it wasn't like they were fighting with lung cloths. They had their dicks out already, just like arms sticking out. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? All veiny already. I was like,
yeah, you didn't wear a lot of clothes back in the day, right? Unless you were fighting.
Yeah.
You're just ready to go.
You're ready to go.
Now we have fucking underwear, and then we have fucking shorts, and then we have pants under that. Back in the day, you just lifted and started going at it.
Yeah. Even dirty or not.
Yeah. What the fuck? You haven't bathed in 15 hours? That's hot. 15 hours, I mean 15 days.
Still.
Yeah.
Still.
How about merch? How many shirts have you bought? Or things, just things in general. How many from anime?
Drugs would be cheaper, that's all I'm gonna say.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn much?
I mean, you've seen...
Do you have everything you bought?
When I met you, you saw my room.
I've seen your room.
Completely wall to wall to ceiling.
Like the anime god just went in there and just fucking...
Sprayed.
Yeah, he just put a load all over your room.
My apartment now.
Just open up a whole
my room in my parents' house, I mean...
You have like, it's like posters.
I have all the Bleach mangas.
Yeah, you have all the mangas in the
mangas.
shelves. You have fucking posters everywhere. Shirts. I mean, well, yeah, shirts. You even have like...
scrolls.
Yeah, wall scrolls. You have the little, what do they call the little toys? That you just leave the little tiny ones.
Isn't it with a K?
I don't remember what they're called, but they make them for like everything.
Yeah.
But you have all of those.
Yeah, I got you the Ray one.
Yeah, you got me the Ray one. You have sword that someone gave you.
Katana, yeah.
I was gonna never mind.
Stop it. Leave it alone.
What's the weirdest thing you have that's anime?
Weirdest?
Or you don't? It's just all typical.
Like
shit.
pajamas. I don't know. That's
no,
that's not
I
weird,
don't know, but I did.
Gold tooth.
No, but I did. I was gonna buy me one of those body pillows, the long ones. with Urahara without his shirt.
Oh my god, you were gonna actually get one?
I was gonna get one, and then at the end I was like, that is too weird.
Cochina.
I said that is too weird. I didn't fucking buy it. I was like, that is too weird.
You're gonna see.
You would have seen it already.
No, I'm saying, Larry, as in you would put like a hole through the fucking middle.
Well,
you could put the hole and put the dick through it.
I don't have a dick, bitch.
Yes, you could still fucking buy one. That's what I'm saying.
so why wouldn't it be a?
You never did it because you never got
Why
that.
wouldn't it be one with the dick attached to it?
Because
Like
they don't
you
fucking
can,
sell
you
it
can
like
just
that.
like pump some air into it.
Because they don't sell it like that.
Maybe you need to invent that.
They have it for dudes.
There you go. See.
But I'm saying for chicks, it's not a good market for that.
It's
I
not.
think so. There's a lot
Have
of
you
fucking
seen the
weirdos
body
out there.
pillows where like the actual like naked anime characters? There's nothing really like that for girls.
No, that's
There
what I'm saying.
isn't.
That's what I'm
There
saying.
really
you have
isn't.
to make. You have to make your own.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that. Unless
Well,
you
anyways.
could hump a pillow.
So that would be the weirdest thing.
But I never actually got it because at the
Yeah,
end I was
sure.
like, okay, this is too weird. Like,
So you knew
no.
that it was too weird.
As far as weird, I don't think I have anything.
Would you say that shirt is the weirdest thing, technically?
I mean, the weirdest thing, I have the Naruto headband, the ninja
Why
headband,
is that the weirdest?
because you don't just wear that out.
Yeah, I'm sure
into-
you gotta wear.
You go out into
or
the
a
public.
sweater. or-
That went. I
It's
mean,
nice to
unless
decorate the room, but
unless you're doing cosplay, then you
unless
basically
you're,
well,
unless you're a LARPer,
sure
right?
You don't know LARPers?
no.
Live action role playing. So in Naruto's case, you put the band. You're like, I'm from
You
this-
run like him. You pretend you inhabit his abilities and shit.
I'm
like
from
that.
the cock clog village. Here's my jitsu, and then all their cocks are clogged with semen,
No.
and they can't come, so it's blue balls forever. So that's LARPing.
Rotten cock. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, because I would say it goes there for the weirdness, right? Because
Yeah.
those people could say, oh my god, they're weird. They're out there just like something jitsu, and I'm like, nothing's going on,
Yeah.
but they're like,
But you have to pretend with them.
their
You're like,
imagination's just going
alright.
crazy. Yeah.
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 It's. I would do it, but not that. Not the anime part. Not the magic spell. But I would try LARPing.
Yeah.
Like fighting
Anime
people.
LARPing? Oh, we should start one here in Fresno.
Hell no. There'd be a bunch of weird people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like me.
It'd be fucking hilarious. I'm like, dude, stop being weird. Like, dude, stop being weird. All right.
You could just go to the hentai corner and talk with all the hentai.
Like, are you gonna stand in the camera and you gonna pretend like your mom died and?
Reenact some plays.
But why do I gotta dye my hair red? Shh, do you want to be part of this?
Say you're Oscar. Oscar like
But my name's Mary. Your name is Oscar. It's like that fucking Ruth with LARPing for anime.
A slapper with a dildo.
Ah.
Anyway,
Your name is Oscar. Oscar like Victoria. But yeah,
charmed her.
so the
How about
headband
you?
would be the weirdest.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
it's-
I don't have a use for it. It's
Yeah.
just there as decoration, basically.
It's it for me. All I have is shirts. I mean, a CD from one of their, like the Pillows, who did most of the soundtrack to Fully Cooley. But other than that, I don't think I have anything really that long. Man.
You?
Just shirts.
Yeah, it's just basic shit.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot of Pikachu shit, and I have Neon Genesis little action figures.
Oh yeah, it's fucking awesome.
They're pretty cool, little miniature little
Gotta
things.
take a picture and put it up on our email. Fucking awesome. It is. It's pretty badass because you got it. What? One of those.
Oh, I got an anime expo in LA.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Was it 2010? Yeah, that's when I went to LA.
Yeah, 2010.
They're pretty expensive.
Fuck yeah, it was.
fucking expensive.
I was like, all my
Super
money. I was like, ah,
expensive.
shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though.
I've never been to one.
I've never.
I mean, I've been to
one
the one
either.
here at the
Yeah, that was
fairgrounds.
I haven't even been
But
here.
it was small. Yeah, it was so small, but
Yeah.
the experience was still cool. Like
Yeah.
I felt like, okay, this is amateur hour here.
Yeah.
But still, it was nice. Like you
Yeah.
got to go. I bought a shirt from there. I have a Ray shirt.
Yeah.
Actually, I bought 2 shirts from there.
Yeah,
it was
because
nice to see.
over there they have a shitload more merch.
Yeah, I know. I could imagine.
And you
It's
can
like
actually
big
meet
time.
people.
That's professional right
Yeah.
there. And
Yeah.
they actually dressed up, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys been to Little Tokyo?
Over there.
In
now.
No,
LA?
I haven't. I wanted to, but I haven't.
I've been to Little Tokyo.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah, you have with us, but live in Jose.
What the fuck do we see?
Well, actually, no. We go to the one in San Diego.
Oh, so you haven't gone to
Yeah,
the LA
no,
one?
No,
I've
no,
never been to that
no.
one.
We went to Japantown, but that was it, right? Because we went to go see the Menzingers. It was
Oh,
around
yeah,
there.
yeah. We had ramen there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was around like that
Yeah, we
Japanese.
kind of, but I never went to Little Tokyo. Actual Little Tokyo in LA.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's where I get most of my merch from. They have a store, Anime Jungle. Figurines up the butt.
So that's the closest you're gonna get to an anime expo.
No, I mean, you know what? The only reason why I don't go is I just think of all the people that are gonna be there
I can tell you this.
and how
it's,
packed it will be. It just,
It's not that bad because if you leave it, honestly, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But the only bad thing is at the Staples Center, so the 101. That's the only reason it's kind of busy. But even then, it's still not that bad.
Yeah.
Because I remember going, it wasn't that bad. Waiting in line, especially if you bought the tickets, you have to get there early enough so when you stand in line, it's not the long ass line.
Yeah.
But it's easy. It's very fucking simple.
Would you dress up?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Who would you dress up?
Haruko.
Really?
I love the way she fucking looks.
Okay, so the way she dressed.
I
okay.
love even when she plays baseball. The little uniform she wears with the cat.
yeah.
Oh fuck! I just love her outfits.
Yeah.
I would want to have it complete, like everything exactly how. Even the guitar, I would have to fucking get it. I'd have to get the Vespa. Like I'd have to fucking get it
stuff.
so I could look.
No,
like
you buy all the whole
I'd
thing.
buy the entire.
You
shit.
ride with your Vespa with your bass behind your back.
I'm here, bitches.
Like,
Yeah.
holy
Like
fuck!
down
They
the
definitely
street,
take pictures. They would fucking
Oh,
definitely
Oh, yeah.
take pictures.
That is one thing you have to get used to. If you dress up, you're gonna take pictures, and you're gonna take you don't expect to take a lot of pictures. You're gonna take a lot of pictures, and it's so fucking weird. That's like one of the weirdest things I had as
Taking
experience.
pictures.
Well, my cousin, because he dressed up as I think it was Zach from Final Fantasy, which is the OG Cloud that was whatever. I don't want to get into it. But anyways, because he had to take pictures, and because he had a long ass sword that I made for him, because he told me, hey, can you make me a sword? We're like, fuck. So I had to make it that night, which I want to sleep like at 1.
Wow.
So I think I made it in like 4 hours.
Oh shit.
It was just a sword. I just made sure they didn't fucking fall apart, and then a lot of people liked it. I remember that. And then some stupid white fuck, he's like, you know what they say about people with long swords? I'm like, oh my god, I just want to kick his ass.
Stupid.
Should have told him, like, yeah, I have a small dick. You want to see it? A little cricket.
It was annoying. It was that. And then that's where I met the Black Power Ranger too. His name was
Zach?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
that was pretty
How
cool.
was he? Did you just say what's
He's
up?
short. I didn't know he was that short. I was like, holy fuck, he's short.
That's racist. I'm just
That's not racist. No, but it was pretty cool. I've seen him. I was like, holy shit. Oh, my cousins were more excited than me. I was like, holy shit. But it was pretty cool.
Yeah, you meet a lot of people.
They have panels too.
And all these
It's a fun environment. Yeah. It's a fun
Yeah.
environment.
I'll say we could go one day, or one, not this year, maybe next year.
I've met a lot of people like that too.
Yeah, you definitely drown yourself with similar
Yeah.
people. And
Yeah.
you're just like, it's gonna go over my body.
You probably want to take a shitload of money. Well, I know you would, but I'm saying you probably would. Because,
Yeah, that's why I went to this amateur one because it wasn't a lot of money. The interest was like $5.
Yeah.
But I could imagine the big
I think
time
that
one.
was $80 a ticket
God, dude. That's not that bad, but still.
for a whole day.
That's not that,
Not
bad.
that bad. If you want 2 days, it's whatever. I
160?
think it's something like that. Yeah.
Double? That's all I do.
I don't know. It was pretty cool though, because you see, of course, you see the people, and then you see other people's art. Some people have mangas and shit.
Yeah.
Some people have sales of animes that they sell.
Yeah.
And then, like when I went, there was also the voice actor for Edward, Full Metal Alchemist, the English one.
Ah,
Because I met his ass,
Cool.
got his autograph. I wasn't freaking out like those other fucking people. I'm like, oh my god, crying and shit.
I would
What
be the one freaking
fuck
out.
are you doing?
I'd
Yeah.
be fangirling and everything.
The only shitty part, shitty food, like expensive ass fucking food.
And shitty.
Yeah.
Mm,
And I was like, ugh.
yeah.
Other than that, it's really fucking cool. That's where I bought my Pikachu hat with the ears.
It's like a little beanie, right?
Yeah. Remember I used to wear that in winter?
Yeah. People would be like, is that a Pikachu beanie? You're like,
Like, yeah. Fuck about it.
I'd probably go as Gendo. But like have the arms just do this while I walk. And have my arms free. So just everywhere.
Dude,
just
that
going
reminds me, yeah, because there was a. What the fuck is his name? Remember, you kind of watched Trigun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know the guy that has the big ass cross?
Yeah.
You see
yeah.
him? There was a
He
guy
has,
like
a little
that.
stubble.
Yeah, there was a guy just like
Oh,
that,
yeah?
carrying that huge ass cross. I was like,
Holy
holy
fuck.
shit! Yeah, that's, I don't know, like some of these people. I was like, I don't know how the fuck they carry that.
Yeah.
What was the dude's name? Constantine?
I don't know. I
Was
don't remember.
it?
I don't remember.
Because it was
honestly.
similar to the.
Yeah.
The movie, right?
I don't know. Maybe
I think it may have been, but I don't
Yeah,
really
something.
remember.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But sometimes you see some titty and ass over there. God damn.
Like, holy crap, I'm coming to all of them.
Maybe we should go next time and be dressed as the 3 characters from Samurai Champloo.
Who would you go as?
If I had to pick one,
Jet? Is his name Jet? I'm like questioning now.
nah, I don't know. If I dressed up as one of those motherfuckers, it would be more something that doesn't show my fucking face. Because I just don't like showing my fucking face.
So who would it be?
I don't fucking know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Or you could be like the moon from
Majora's
Majora's Mask. and just fucking like have Hyrule Field and
I
like
can tell you
Terminal
that
Field.
one thing I did notice is if you dress up as something, they'll talk to you about that fucking subject. So if I don't really know it, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, you fucking poser. I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
like, there's that
So
shit
unless
too.
you know
So
a
it's
lot
like,
about
Jesus
it,
Christ.
don't even like try.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
What about Peloton? Just have like a pellet here. You just
I remember that shit.
You just call it Peloton. You like Pokemon,
No, I know.
so just be all a Peloton. When you get to your chest area, that's when like you go through the bushes. But yeah, we should definitely go. Especially that you have
Yeah.
never been to at least like a
Yeah.
crappy one.
Even you. Well, I'm
I
into
know.
that one.
That's what I'm saying. At
Yeah.
least I've been to somewhat of an experience.
Yeah.
And then like for you, since you haven't moved out to it, we should. You're a
Yeah.
fucking diehard anime fan. Yeah, I know. But all right. So real quick before we end this, how's anime affected your life?
I think my life was before anime. It was going in just a straight
Normal?
line,
Well, normal.
And then when anime got here, it was like, "Nee," and it just went everywhere in a good way. In a good way. It's
In chaos.
to the point where I started watching anime and I was like, man, I want to be able to watch it and be able to not read the subtitles. Like, I want to hear what they're saying in Japanese.
So in a way, because of it.
In a way, because of that, I'm here. Because I started taking Japanese class and that's where I met him. And then, you know,
What a mistake.
JC's like, damn it, fucking
Why?
anime.
I should have got the 5 o'clock class.
Yeah, so.
No, yeah, because I would have never met you.
Yeah.
Like, one of the closest-
Oh, what the fuck is it? Can you read it? Can you understand it without watching the subtitles?
You know what?
Just bits and pieces.
Bits
right?
and pieces, for sure. And you get so used to the words that they say in certain scenes that even if you don't know what it means and you hear, you're like, I know.
You have the context of what they're saying?
Yeah, I'm like, I know what they're doing. I know what they're saying. So that I definitely, one of my main goals is to go to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Just spend time over there. Really, really get to be involved over there in their culture.
Especially there, huh?
Yeah.
Like the birthplace of it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely shaped my life. It's turned out to be like one of my
You're saying
dreams to
it
visit
definitely
Japan.
gives it like that much of a flavor, right?
Oh
in
yeah,
your life.
yeah, a lot.
And I feel like I meet friends, especially Ed. I don't think Ed and I would have ever continued being friends if it wasn't for that anime.
Yeah.
I would say.
It was funny how you said that.
Yeah, I mean,
Because it was like, oh, it's a cool guy I can hang out with. I was like, whatever.
he was like, "Hey, you want to fucking watch
This
that?"
dude right here.
I was like, "Sure." And then because we would hang out more, I was like, "I guess he's all right."
I guess.
yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, here's Ed, you know, a dude that's been here because of it.
You're-
And all my closest friends, they watch anime. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's just that much better.
Yeah, the fact that we can actually like say stuff in Japanese and we'll
Yeah, that or like
understand the basic stuff.
watching something, it just makes you understand
Yeah.
a lot about yourself,
Yeah.
especially mentally.
Oh yeah.
This is the only thing I know in Japanese. Okay, chin chin.
Oh my
Chin
god,
chin.
you had to say that.
Big old sloppy dick. No, just kidding. So what do you think? What about for you, Ed? I know even Galleon affected you.
I don't know. It's like honestly, I introduced me to Japanese culture, which was interesting, which I do like it. Although I do want to see the Red District. That's like my main thing for Japan.
The
Yeah.
red light
But
district?
yeah, but you see that's their style. They have their own fucking thing compared to America and other
Oh,
countries. Even Korean anime is way different from Japanese anime.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's like, oh, it's cool. It's a cool, it's a flavor of a different world, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially here for like in America, you see the difference.
Oh yeah.
And you see it like you see even the cartoons that they pull out, like South Park, Simpsons, and all that
Yeah.
shit, that has a different point compared to anime. Anime has a different
It's
point.
usually meaningful. Always philosophical and meaningful.
Yeah, but sometimes it is like the same basic principle,
Yeah.
but they try to take it in a more different
Yeah.
approach to
I feel
it.
like
They
always
have
call-
everything. They have an anime for every different.
So you think that's a way for them to like reach out to the youth and be like, this is what we have to do as
Yeah.
a country. We have to strive to be better and this and that.
The fact that they market with anime characters is crazy.
Yeah.
They put a bunch of shit on billboards and fucking commercials.
Yeah.
Even just a simple commercial of a character, and I was like, fuck.
Because I think it's funny that I would ask her a question, right? And anime has affected her so much To the point where she even says hi, like the girls in anime. So
Can you give us an example?
Yeah. Oh my.
Hey, Mina, are you hungry?
Hi.
So stuff like that, I feel like affected you, and then for me, just to like, I don't know. I feel like the Japanese people always care about like their people. So I feel like in a way that kind of taught me how to like just, take care of your fellow man.
Yeah.
No matter what it is.
And they're so polite.